on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome into round number 12 of the 2026 Underground RC Supercross Championship. Live here on Start Your Systems. I'm Kellen Brower, and I am so stoked to be joined in the booth tonight by the man, the myth, the legend, Matt Burkeen, as well as Andrew Wood over there. This is going to be a great booth because we all have a little bit of experience playing this game, and I think we're going to have a fun and dandy time calling the action here tonight. But first off, Matty B, welcome back. It's been about, 9 races since you last did a race with us, and I think you had fun the first time, but we're going to get even looser this time.
What's up, my dudes? Had to start a little ode to Turley. I wish we had his opening ceremonies on whatever the mushroom track was that he built, but super stoked to be back. Last time was like an insane amount of fun. I watched or listened to it back on a drive home and was honestly laughing like the entire time, so I think it's going to be a good time. I have a lot of experience way back when with Mr. Bent over here, A. Wood. I haven't even seen him or talked to him in a long time. We're going to get it right back firing up. And we got an East-West Showdown. 450 class is beyond insane. I don't know if you guys have seen it in the news. A lot of talk about aliens. One of them's number 6 in the 450 class. But yeah, it's going to be a banger.
It is going to be an absolute banger. And to his point, the alien in the 450 class, A. Wood, we're 12 rounds into this championship, and Seth Carr just seems like he cannot be stopped, even with a dominant win out of Braden Carter last week. Carr still found a way to limit the damage, and he's still got a commanding points lead here in these final 5.
Yeah, I mean, Braden Carter was the alien last week, but as long as Seth Carr makes the main event, there's no way he finishes, outside the top 3. So it's going to be really hard for these guys moving forward, but seems like that 450 championship might be a little bit foregone conclusion, but hey, we're here for the racing week in and week out, and we got a showdown today. So
I was going to say, let's swipe the boring 450 class off the table. We got Showdown coming tonight. West meets East for the second time this year, as well as the second round of RF next. If you weren't with us in Birmingham 2 weeks ago, this is the first time we got to see amateur talents race on the main night with the big stars all around, watching them as well. And man, it was a really, really fun race to watch, and we're excited to see what happens with that again here tonight. Matty B has been racing the AM class. I almost could have seen him racing RF next year tonight.
No, not allowed. I got pro points, okay. Kellen, but there's a lot of my competition that are not only in this RF next class, but there's also some that are like up there in qualifying in the 250 class with their A licenses. So yeah, we got riders in all categories. Riders in all categories, indeed. Showdown talk before we talk about qualifying here real quick, Andrew Wood. I mean, anything going to stop Cash Woods or Braden Tharp? It seems like they've been inevitable these past few weeks, and I mean, it seems like maybe we'll get a showdown between the two of them out front would be great.
No, that would be good. I mean, Alec Horn? Is he in the 450 class?
Yeah, he qualified fastest.
I thought that was fastest in the 250 class. He said that was for you, by the way. No, I think those two are just the dominant in their classes, but I mean, it's going to be good. There's always guys, though, from the opposite coast that can mix in there with them, and I think that that's something you got to watch out for. I mean, and it's harder to make the main event. So I think for some of these guys, we almost saw it last showdown. We might have to just see if they make the top 9 in their heat race first, because that seems to be the trickiest part of the night for them. And then going to the LCQ is almost a toss-up.
Absolutely. Well, you mentioned Alec Horn as fastest qualifier, and indeed he is confirmed as your fastest qualifier in the 450 class tonight. Pulls it out of nowhere, says that he did it for his guy, Matty B, and he's up on top here in 450 quali tonight here at St. Louis. Alec Horn on a 55.8 gets it done from Seth Carr, Luke Sullivan, Walter Gebhardt, and Seth Shirley up there inside of the top 5. It seems like got a lot of 56s here, gentlemen. Close times on this racetrack. Aside from Horn dipping into the 55s, everybody's running nearly identical lap times out there.
Gonna make her tight.
I was
gonna say tighter than something I probably shouldn't say. So yeah, back to you, Kellen.
Back to me.
$1,000 hooker. I think honestly, it's when you see the top 10 within a second, that shows that it's always going to be good racing out here. Never really kind of leans me to have too many favorites because they do have the short amount of qualifying. It's hard to get a good lap in. But when you see that they're all that close, maybe someone still figures it out in the next 30 minutes till the heat race start in the 450 class. So going to be interesting. Want to see some good races here out of Braden Grant. All these guys move up and not let Seth Carr run away with this thing.
Yeah, going to look for some good close racing in that 450 division. How about West and East? Well, it looks like 250 West has been taken by Joey Carter in qualifying, 57.8 over Ryder DeRigo. Dylan Dallaire, Bodie Parker, and Andre Feitosa. Cash Woods, your points leader, all the way down in 6th. Could be a bit alarming to see him down there, but we know his race pace has been electric all season long. Jumping over to the east, Elliot Persson, who has been in and out of racing with us this year, the ride out of Sweden, fastest at a 57.9, so just about a tenth slower than what we saw out of Joey Carter. Matherly back in the mix as well, the reigning 250 East champion on the 1E up in P2. Spieth, Rogers, Nerona, and then Tharp. So really, guys, I'll ask you this, Matty B. Our top guys that we expect coming into this showdown qualify 6th in one coast, 7th in the other coast. Should we be surprised, or is that just the nature of how close this track could be?
I wouldn't read too much into it. I mean, it's only like 50 minutes of qualifying, and especially the way the whoops have been built lately, I mean, you pretty much, throw a dart at the board and try to land somewhere on it. So I don't really think there's much in that. I mean, I didn't really see what the intervals were in the West Series, but this East, I mean, Tharp down there in 7th is only like 3/10, maybe 4 off of the leaders. So that kind of could be, I mean, in my personal experience, that's like one hero run through the whoops will get you that time. So I don't think they have anything to worry about just yet, but they do have to be top 9 out of their entire coast out of a 6-minute +1 heat race. So that's kind of where we could see some chaos, and anything could happen. That's why we race.
That is why we race. It's going to be exciting to see.
That's crazy. 4/10 from 1st to 7th, and then there's
then
another 7/10 right there
Joe
from
Rogan,
back to
McIntosh.
McIntosh. So that's
Rogan,
insane.
McIntosh.
And Stephen Tall.
Oh,
We got
man.
riders.
All right, so this is our 250 East and West qualifying. Real quick, RF Next here tonight. Amateur Supercross, the 250 boys who have been racing on Sundays will be racing here tonight. We'll get a chance to see an 8-minute plus 1 lap main event for them.
Dude, they're ripping.
Yeah, Travis
Oh my
Moss with
gosh.
58.6, who had been right in the mix in both of these coasts.
I thought I was about to be a sandbagger.
Dalton Gunterman was at the top right until the end, but Mosser jumped him at the end there. Chucky Nygren, Cole Harkins, JJ Gianni in there as well. So we'll see who gets it done. It was Derek Jones last time we were out in Birmingham who got the deed done. P7 in qualifying here tonight. We'll see how he fares. Also tonight, a bit of a off-the-wall one, but really cool. It is a St. Jude race. Obviously, St. Jude race for the real-life St. Louis Supercross coming up. So we'll see a bunch of really cool things this weekend in the pro scene. But this week in Sim, we get to see a lot of cool bikes as well. So St. Jude, always a cool program that Supercross does, and we get to see it out here in Sim tonight as well.
Love Sim, stop cancer, no choice.
Very good moniker there as well. We're going to get loaded up into the races here in just a minute, but I'm going to fix something here. Why don't you guys tell me about this racetrack that we're looking at here?
Haywood, do you want to go? Because I meant to play it before I came here and didn't quite have time. So what are you thinking? Did you watch the virtual lap? Kellen was barking.
I did. Kellen was barking. I do think we said it looked kind of boring in some spots, but last week I thought that too, and then it kind of turned into a big deal. So after the finish, I mean, maybe some options there, maybe a quad in the rhythm section after that into the super difficult whoops. Back and forth across the start, just add some time to the lap time, which I like, but nothing too crazy. But I think after the start, those 3 big rhythm sections back to back to back, I think that's going to be kind of where you're seeing big mistakes from guys. I know there's multiple quads. I mean, if Kellen was hitting them,
Oh, come on.
Kellen was hitting them, there's at least 2 or 3 more in there. But no, should be a good racetrack. I like the different options too with that like step-on table after you go across the start. If people are going to go outside, what they do there. And jumping across the start is always fun.
Well, I was more thinking about real life. I thought a lot of these sections would be boring because, like, the inside 90, triple 90, like in real life, that's going to be super single file. But in Sim, when you try to land something and go to a flat inside 90, I mean, there quite typically are 180 spins in the contract. So we could see a lot of people facing the wrong way, putting it in reverse Terry. So I was more thinking, like, for real life, I don't know if this layout's going to lend itself to the best racing, but for Sim...
Agreed.
For Sim, I mean, Awood, I don't know if you remember this. I know I barely do after many concussions, but we used to have these tracks that I used to build. It was just all bowl corners, but it's Sim. It's gnarly, and we would have the best races on it. No jumps, no anything. So with that being said, there's no way we're not going to get banger nationals tonight. I guarantee it.
Yeah, 100%. Real life, I do agree. 4 90-degree corners on the track. It's kind of like that lends itself to being one line and difficult for these guys. But we saw last week with the triple into the finish line, someone went down there. I can't remember who it was, but just trying to land their bike whipped sideways going into it. And it's hard to kind of jump to the inside, especially when you have a big jump, a triple or quad into a corner that you're trying to hit the inside. So should be some good racing here. We're going to get started with the 250 West.
Yes. Well, no, 250 East is going to be up first. We got Braden Tharp in this one, Ben Nerona, Jake Spees, Tanner Rogers, Lawson Dye, and the rest of them ready to do battle here in St. Louis. I'm also seeing you guys talking about the stream being silent for you. It seems like if anybody is having that issue, if you just refresh the page, it should work out. So apologies if that's still happening. Let us know. We'll try to work on fixing it. But on our end, we are all good. And it is time to drop the gate here in St. Louis. Let's go racing. Showdown time. East boys up first. We're off and running.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Yami up the inside.
Carnage Asada.
Looks like Jake Spees up the inside is going to get there first, but Elliott Person's trying to get up alongside of him. Spees goes for the triple and is short. Tharp to the race lead. His teammate Elliott Person on the inside is trying to get there as well, and it's Tharp out front. I knew the Ashika boys who like to change up their kits a lot and make sure that no one else can have them, so they have me request access to see them, and then I have to put in a code to even get them in the first place, would somehow mess all this up, and we got none of their gear. Sad, but Braden Tharp is out front.
That bike looks crazy, though, with the red plate, and I'm assuming some special St. Jude graphics there. I don't know about the yellow number, though. Not sure how.
Well, that's SMX Champ, is it not?
It is,
it
yeah.
looks like more yellow than
DUI
yellow-green. Yeah, looking like Tiger Woods out there. Almost put it on its side right there. Jumping to the inside. Braden Tharp, though, big lead.
That was fantastic. Those whoops do look about as fun as a joyride with Tiger Woods. Now we're into the, I like to call this the Jordan Smith Hayden Deegan Memorial section because that's where they had their issues a few years ago. That's all I can think about when you go back and forth across the start 6 or 9 times in a row. But this is what we talked about, man. Tharp qualifying 7th. It doesn't mean anything. He just got out front. He's got that clear track, and I bet you he's completely forgotten about it already.
Yeah, he looks good out front in the lead. He's got Tanner Rogers, Elliott Person, Jake Spees, Nygren right up in behind him. And again, this is basically like a main event for these fellas. So for them, they are just trying to hold on tight and survive in this top 9 and actually make it through into the showdown. Some of these guys getting absolutely turned on the triple. Elliott Person is upside down. Jake Spees right there laying it down. Nygren, Lawson Dye, Rogan McIntosh 7th, Ryan Rich in 8th. Bollinger rounds out the top 9 at the end of lap number 1. Cody Wells a couple seconds back of him. Already a bit of a gap established. And if you're in this transfer spot, that is a welcome sight to see because you do not want to get caught up in any of the chaos going on behind you.
He's doing the Ruben Fernandez kit on the 70. He's about to clean out Vial in the next corner. Nope, never mind.
Ooh, up
Tom
the inside.
got out of the way.
Yeah, got up the inside of Ryan Rich, privateer for the LLDM program.
It's okay though. He's got backing because he's rich. Privateer is fine. He doesn't need a team.
Got him. Yeah, on the number 100 right there. Cody Wells still right there in the background. Looks like we maybe had a rider go down. Looks like Nygren, who was up in the mix, went down. So Wells now in the bubble spot. Here's Nerona, though, on the 16. He was fast in qualifying. He's going to try to quad up.
Quad guy! Hoyer up!
Oh, and almost... Oh, and he gets taken down.
A series of unfortunate events. You hate to see that.
Ryan Cheesecake Chelsea levels him to the deck right at the end.
Cheesecake.
And goes through into the 10th position. But they got to run down Cody Wells, and once again, another gap established, Andrew Wood. These guys got some room to work with.
Yeah, I mean, he had Nerona all over him, and that rhythm that they're doing is definitely faster than Nerona tried with that quad out, but looks very difficult to get on these 250s here. But I think for me, most of the racetrack is surviving the whoops and looks to
disconnect. Oh, no, that's Ryan Rich that's down.
Oh, yeah, Ryan Rich.
Man.
Looking like a poor man now, playing in the dirt.
You beat me to it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, no, he's about to get canarded.
The whoops,
watch out.
The whoops look a little bit weird like they have been the past couple weeks. Like if you try to skim them, like when you put your front end on the second one or whatever you do, I know I'm not precise enough for that, but it just throws you all wonky. Like you go all over the place.
They were saying they're building the whoops differently sent from Daytona on to try to, I think, allow the jumping line.
Well, I love that.
I like the jumping line. I like Braden Tharp getting upside down too, but I don't know, man. I feel like it took away from the blitzing ability that was already super difficult on these tracks, and it seems like people are having trouble with it now more than ever. I mean, if you're going straight to a jump line, that means there's something wrong with the blitz.
Yeah, it's tough for these 250s, I think, to carry any momentum because they just get dragged down by the surface as Tharp jumps in and out of the mechanics area. I'll tell you what, though, Tanner Rogers has kept him honest. The RPF Cowie number 50 machine right up in behind him, and they have taken off with this a little bit over Jake Spees, who we know will be a factor in the main event later on this evening. He's up in 3rd. But how about this ride out of Tanner Rogers? I feel like it's been a bit of an up and down year for him.
He's been around, man.
He has been around for a while, but if he could bring this to the main event, who knows? He might play spoiler tonight.
His speed the last couple weeks, too, has been really good. Qualifying really quick and just kind of always being up there, good starts, but just hasn't been able to kind of keep it on, too, and put it together, I feel like, for a super good finish. I think he did have one last week, but it seems like he should be winning with the speed that he has and just needs to get that consistency down a little bit. But he's chasing down Tharp. Right now, it looks like since the finish line, but Tharp did have the fastest lap of the race by over a second last time around. So he's absolutely ripping. And Lane in chat said that they're not jumpers right before he absolutely dominated them while jumping through them. So looks like they can go both ways, just like Matty B over here.
Sorry about the mic bugging out over there. We're gonna try to work on that in the break. It's Awood's mic. I don't know if it's like the way you hold it or something.
Hopefully, it just cut out what you said at the end.
R&R.
Hey, so has Rogers been around this whole time? Because he used to race whenever I did back in the day. Like, has he been in and out like a lot of them, or has he just stood the test of the time like all the legends?
He hasn't raced like every single race for sure. Like he's had some time that he's missed, just straight up not raced a few weeks in a row and stuff. But he's definitely been mostly around for a majority of it. And also shout out to him. Anytime anyone has some negative comments, either on Instagram or Facebook, he goes in, man. He just lets people know that Sim is still the best game out there, and not afraid to speak his mind about that. So very defensive of the game, and I respect that because there's a lot of bikes people out there that will say bikes is the best, and Sim looks like Roblox,
Dude,
and I just don't think it looks accurate.
Roblox?
They're crackheads for the game. Like, why can't we all just like enjoy whatever game we want to play? Like, I feel like Sim guys, like, yeah, we like Sim, but I do my Sim preview lap in my videos now, and the MX Bikes guys come from my neck in the comments just talking about how Sim is like basically the devil. Like, let's just calm down. There's more than one fun game, everybody. I feel like they're in a cult for MX Bikes.
Yeah, it's a bit rough. I don't know why it needs to be like that way. I've always kind of tried to preach the like, okay, yeah, we cover the MX Sim series, but the bike stuff is still pretty good, and you guys should check it out. I don't think that was a leader.
Someone died.
Somebody died, yeah.
I need to go to the orange mic too, by the way. But
yeah, we'll switch mics in the break here. But got a little battle. Elliot Person, Lawson Die going at it. That guy just died again. Oh, Nygren's down. Nygren is down with Rogan McIntosh upside down. Seth Crotty's going to go by. Here comes Beckstead. Nicholas Beckstead's going to go by as well. And then here comes Chelsea. We got a lap plus still to go for these guys. Can Chelsea get up there and do some damage and make it into this main event?
Cheesecake is moving, but got to keep it on two wheels here. Looking really loose right now, though. Got to kind of reel it in here. Ooh, almost goes into it, saves it, trying to almost hit the bail, had to stand it back up, and then almost slid out trying to save that. Looking like Chase Sexton's front tire does not want to be there. But he lost a little bit of ground. Ryder down, though. That's going to move him into the 9th spot as Cody Wells, I think, went down.
Riders.
There's a million people here. Look, Ryder's down the whoops.
That Chelsea
jumps
again?
And blitz.
That's Chelsea down in the whoops and then going over the
McIntosh.
McIntosh was the rider that was down. So wait a minute. Who's in the transfer spot then? It's Cody Wells again, and he's right in front of these guys. This could get interesting. Oh, man.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Few turns left to go as Braden Tharp up front takes the heat race win. It's the 8th of his career, and Cody Wells is trying to hold on for dear life. Don't go over the bars, sunshine. Here comes Ryan Rich quadding up almost. What happens this final straightaway, fellas?
Depends on this drive right here, how he gets this cleanly. He looks like he might have a chance to land on the outside, dip up the inside, but he moved over.
They rolls and goes down.
Oh, what a poor ending.
Gatlin in the final corner got it. Gummison and then Cody Wells over the line. Wow, Jack Gatlin.
Oh, man. I hate that for Rich. It was all so great until it wasn't.
Looked like Devin Simonson for a second. It just went a little bit further.
Kevin Simonson.
Yeah, I got Kevin Wyndham out there. But Tharp does pick up the win from Spieth, Rogers, Dye, Person, Nygren, Crotty, Beckstead, and Gatland make it in at the flag. Cody Wells misses out. Ryan Chelsea misses out, of course. That's going to be a big one. He was in this championship fight.
Narona's way out.
Yeah, Narona, another tough one is for him as well. He's 16th. So
Ranks out.
They're all chasing Tharp after this first one. But chaos reigning supreme.
That's awesome. I'm going to do a mic check here real quick before we get to the next one.
Keep talking because I can listen to you.
Oh, yeah. So, Matty B, what do you think about that first race? Because I really liked it, and I think that I'm going to hold the mic like this. I think it's cool. I love the freaking East-West showdowns, like top 9, normally like a main event. But we got some heavy hitters out there, and Braden Tharp looked real good.
I'm kind of just sitting here wondering whether there was actually a mic problem or whether everybody's just hearing your voice. Not just kidding, brother. But obviously a great start to the night. There was a lot of bodies hitting the floor, bikes flipping everywhere. Of course, gotta love everybody hanging in there. I didn't see anybody let go of their handlebars one time through all the crashes. Everybody held on to the bitter end. We even had a transfer spot battle that ended in like 17 flips on the last triple. I told you, those flat 90s in sim, they caused some commotion at the National.
Yeah, and Kellen, like I saw they both got a drive, and it's just who can get those triple through there. He tried to move over to the side to protect it, and then he was still able to just triple to the inside to get your wheels to the ground, and just unfortunate that they had to make contact right there. But
the whoops, man, we're gonna have to build a graveyard next to the whoop section, and on the headstone it's gonna say "Here lies a bunch of loose units" because it's wild in the whoops, and I'm gonna be the first loose unit buried, by the way, in open AMs. Catch me crashing those things every other lap, but they're looking as tough as ever. I mean, if they weren't hard enough before, they went and changed up the spec, and now nobody can hit them.
Yeah. You sound fine to me, Awo, just a little fuzzy, but mostly fine that whole time. So I guess if it gets staticky again, just switch mics, and then we'll just rock it.
Try to take the pop filter off. I don't know why it'd be fuzzy, though.
I was trying to think if the receiver, because the receiver's up here, like it was blocked or something.
I'm holding it from the top now just to make sure.
No, it's all right. But
do you like this grip, Maddie?
Oh, wait. We got to get that on camera to like that grip. Oh, man. Look at him, dude. Two hands.
This is a two-hand kind of mic. Matty B only has a one-hand kind of mic over there.
I didn't sign up for arousal, but here we are.
Hey, how do you guys eat a banana? Like, do we...
The long way.
The long way?
No. You...
Like a normal person.
I feel like you did something recently where you ate something in just a crazy way.
Me?
And I can't, remember it, but there's always, someone that... I was listening to this comedian. He was talking about people that slice butter and they slice it the long way. He was just roasting this chicken. It's like, what are you doing?
Bro, you should see Lightsel with bananas. They're his favorite.
I'm sure Lightsel eats them. I'm sure he eats them the long way.
Dude, he was so mad at me after something I said last week.
Oh, man. I'll love Lightsel. If I don't mess with you, I don't like you, brother. You're the man.
All right, here we go. Time for Heat 2. This is the West, fellas. Let's see what happens as we drop the gate. Cash Woods up the middle, going to try to get a good start.
Couple of Chase Sextons back there.
Where's it coming from? Inside is going to push everybody wide. Jackson Vick was there first, but it's Joey Carter, your fastest qualifier, who gets the whole shot. Cases the triple just like we saw out of the other heat race, and Bodie Parker goes to the race lead. This fella won a 450 main earlier this year in Dallas. Now he's out front in the East-West Showdown, leading the West boys here in 250 Heat 2.
Yeah, that 450 race from Bodie and Seabolt was insane. Excuse me for being a little bit off on my stats here, but Kellen, has he won a 250 race? Did he just go out and win his first race on the 450?
Absolutely did it. Yeah, out of nowhere it seemed like a little bit, but absolute craziness. Shout out to Gatlin Plays 2181. I think that's Jack Gatlin, who just made it through out of that heat race. €1 in the chat, dropping a little bit of moolah our way, so appreciate the support. Mistake for Parker, cases the triple, gets passed up on either side by Schiabro and Joey Carter, but your new leader is Andre Feitosa. Brazilian flags in the chat. KKKK. He's out front, fellas, trying to pull away on the 163.
Ja. Vamos, Andre. Where's Enzo?
I feel like we haven't seen him up here in a while, too. Good to see him getting a good start.
I've been seeing him in EMF. I don't know if
Look
saying
at quad
EMF
up clean, too, right there.
Is saying the letters EMF on stream, going on Peacock and talking about World Supercross? I don't know, but I've seen Feitosa. He's been barking in EMF. Look at him now, dude. Transcontinental player here.
Just crushing it out front, just throwing whips like it's nobody's business.
The dog is pissing.
Trying to get away from these fellas. Ryan Pinkerton's still right up behind him in that 2 spot, the Nexus 92. Local, really?
Pretty sure he's from Riverside. He's a mountain bike guy.
All right. I didn't know if you meant local St. Louis or local.
Oh, no. I don't know. I don't know anyone from St. Louis.
Local to Indonesia.
Rolling up the windows in the background's Bodie Parker. He goes down out of 5th.
The whoops are not it for our guy Bodie. He's leaving his body in those things every time.
A lot of bikes going by, including...
Oh, my God, he almost got swiped again.
I'll tell you what, though, who's not gone by just yet, and I think was just down again, was Cash Woods. Our points leader is out looking in. 14th place right now for the number 14, matching his number, but he's got some work to do. Let's do some first-person cam and try to watch our points leader work his way through the field.
Yeah, I mean, Cash Woods is absolutely ripping right here. I love watching these first-person cams when you get these guys that are just super fast and narrowly avoiding that. Okay, so there's that big double across triple, and then he goes long, unable to get that quad out. Alexa triple single here, though. It makes me dizzy in these first-person cams, but it's unreal how fast some of these guys go.
I'm gonna need your first-person settings. These things are sweet.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah, it looks good.
Are you first person? I thought you were third.
Oh God, no!
Okay.
Just from my virtual laps.
Okay, you
Dude,
got
how am
it.
I gonna see my kit if I play first person?
Good
That's half
point.
why I play the game. I
I
want to
mean,
look sick.
the other
I
half is
agree.
whips, and how do you see the whips when you're in first person, right?
Well, A-Wood would know. Back in the day, I used to be a stick figure out there, but now I'm a loose unit. I actually run my team name as NBA Loose Unit in AMS because I jump the whoops and I'm loose like Cash Woods just did. But I forgot where I was going with that. But yeah, I kind of throw down now compared to back in the day. I'm way slower and sketchier, but I can whip way bigger. So
Honestly,
I think that's a plus.
can relate, and I remember talking to Sween way back in the day about this. When he stopped trying to race, he loosened up his advance like crazy. He's like, I'm just only throwing whips now. Like, we're
So-
not even caring about going fast. Just whips or nothing.
A-Wood, you used to do the style check videos back in the day, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so you have to remember
I
doing
don't
those
think
where
you ever
everybody's
got
throwing-
one.
No, like you would show the whole lap one of the entire field, and you could pick me out like a sore thumb. I would be so straight up and down, probably boner airing it, just trying to survive. But now I'm down with the style checks.
Yeah, for me, I was always kind of that way. I talk about it all the time. Like, checkers would be like, I think he's getting sketchy or he's nervous. And then Kellen would be like, no, I think that's just his setup. Like, it's just loose. But for me, I wasn't having fun if I wasn't throwing whips. And I'd run through all our setups and I'd pick my favorite one, normally red, white, and blue American flag gear. And I'd run that all year long and just throw the biggest whips I could, especially in rhythm sections. That was my favorite, trying to flow there. Cash Woods was making moves, getting to the rear wheel, and spins around pirouette style and still able to keep it on two wheels. Olympic gold medal right there.
He's in jeopardy right now.
Oh,
He's
there's-
battling
yeah.
with my competition.
Yeah,
from
this is your
AMS.
guy. This is
Let's
your boy
go.
right
This
here.
is- hey, you want to know what? Kellen and I actually beat him last week, so needless
Oh.
to say, I'd be battling Cash Woods right now. Probably not.
Oh, well, Cash Woods is battling himself,
I
too.
could
and this
be
is getting-
taking out Cash
Oh!
Woods. Hey, that's why he's racing open AMs with me, I guess.
Yeah, he's
Love
looking
it.
like an amateur right now.
Wow.
That's open slamature if you show up on Sunday nights.
Cash Woods has got some problems right now. He's back in 16th, and he doesn't have much time to try to make it forward, so the red plate might be going to the LCQ. Meanwhile, new leader,
Unreal.
Jeremy Schiavo, rolling up the windows out front. He goes down, hands it over to Ryan Pinkerton, who had coughed up the lead himself. He's back out front. Fatosa's up there as well. Man, these guys are just getting eaten alive by them
Crash
whoops.
Fest.
Is there a point where you gotta like maybe change the whoops? Because
No.
I feel like
Because I'm good at
the
jumping. I like
250s,
'em.
the 250 class lately has just been survival of the whoops, and whoever can make it seems to qualify through. Evan Holtze got some competition. Small mistake right there. He's gonna go ahead and try to get past Reese Hare.
Reese Harris,
Yeah, I
yeah.
couldn't see his gear. The timing was slightly ahead of our little stream here.
He
I
raced
don't
him
like
last
that.
week, by the way, too.
Amateur
Harris.
amateur riders, yeah, racing on their week off. Definitely trying to just put the work to Matty B. Look at that
Just laying
quad
the
line
wood
right
to
there.
me.
Have they always been hitting that?
Tharp was hitting it in his heat, but
I,
yeah.
I
it's-
like that. I like. See, there's so many options there. I feel like when you get to the 450 class, there's going to be
Oh.
some Bobby Big lines. We got a rider down and this pile up on
Dylan
the triple.
Delaire.
Boys, I'm a little confused as to all the struggles and the whoops with the jump line. Like, maybe it's just like my one talent in sim, but I feel like compared to skimming, like, I feel like it's really easy to figure that out. Is it that much harder on a 250, you think?
I think the blitzing is the hardest, and their jump line is actually easy. I think they're
But they're
just
crashing
messing.
jumping,
I think
too.
they're going back and forth.
Whoa.
If they commit to one, and they committed to that pass, Jack
Medium
Lindsay straight up the inside.
Oh, Daniel Olson's trying to run it back
That
on
was
him.
really clean, actually.
Look at
Gotta
this.
give it to him.
And then coming into the mix right there is Jeff Cooper as well. Lindsay's
my-
getting to the tough blocks.
Oh my God.
He takes him out. Down goes, that was Olson right there. Now Jeff Cooper's jumping in. He's going to go into the transfer spot. That whole time we were watching P9, and Jeff Cooper takes advantage. He's up into the spot.
Is Cash Woods up ahead of these guys now?
No, he is still 14th behind
Oh
them.
my.
White flag out for
Oh.
our leader, Pinkerton.
Sorry, y'all. I went Helen Keller mode. We have live timing right in front of us. I didn't look. We got Indonesia. I did see that.
Yeah, Delaire almost went through the front door, but here is Cash Woods,
He's
still
cooked.
14th, 23 seconds off the lead. He's about 12 seconds off of transfer, and it is looking very unlikely that he makes it through, but it is still getting pretty feisty up here for the transfer spot. Jeff Cooper's got to try to hold on this final lap as Jackson Vick runs a new
Seesaw.
fast lap. Here comes Jack. Wait. Jeff Cooper didn't get the triple.
No.
Jax Lindsay to the outside. Where is Bodie Parker coming from? Gets crossed up by Jeff Cooper. Now Jax Lindsay's into the transfer spot, and Cooper's got to try to get back by.
Yeah, this is a crazy battle right here. 8, 9, 10 on the screen with the 11th right there trying to peekaboo in there. Jax Lindsay got to get through these rhythms cleanly. It's hard when you're on the bubble. A lot of nerves right here. Can they all nail it cleanly? Goes long on the triple, drops the front.
He takes out Parker in himself.
Evan Ferry versus Pierce Brown simulated.
That wasn't even for the transfer spot as Jeff Cooper goes by. Volavi gets a gift. It's still not over, though. Look at Dallaire. Triple into the inside. He gets him. Does he get the triple? He goes for it. Is he short? No, he makes it. And he's through. Dylan Dallaire makes it through as Ryan Pinkerton gets his third career heat win. Wow, that was chaos at the end. Jeff Cooper made it. Jackson Vick just missed out. Unbelievable.
13th. Get the skillet out. Cash Woods, you are cooked. Not good.
Who did Jax Lindsay kill?
That would have
Jackson
been Parker. Bodie Parker.
It's so much
Poor
happened.
guys.
I already forgot. This has been already unbelievable. I feel like
The
every time
shootouts
I'm
are
in,
so
it's just,
good.
Well, I feel like the 2 times I've been in now has just been Chaos City. So I'm definitely down with it. It's been a lot of fun to watch.
There's definitely been a lot more like, we're just all three screaming.
We're going to have to do another one of those cut the screams ones or
that
something.
was really funny, honestly. I love that.
People just start going over. It started earlier. My favorite part was Kellen talking, and we're just watching the guy on the cowie in the back just trying to quad. It's like
and doing out of frame.
my favorite thing is just seeing something in the background while Kellen's talking. And I'm just watching the race, and I just see something in the background completely irrelevant, just someone dying, and they're normally just going straight to Indonesia.
Hey, how about Nick Thomas-Unis being in this 450 Pro heat race? That's kind of a legend to be playing sim. Like, how does he have time to play sim when he's whipping 24/8? Like, he did. Have you seen the video where he's like hitting the freestyle ramp and he's doom scrolling? You think he's checking qualifying?
Oh, probably. Yeah.
That'd be pretty tight.
He's trying to level up every single week he's out here. And honestly, he's getting better. Like, he was borderline main event guy, and he's made the last like 3, I think.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
This 450, I mean, I talked about Seth Carr being an alien, but if I'm being honest, I feel like, they've even talked a lot about alien hybrids in the news lately, and I feel like the entire main event is at the very least an alien hybrid. Where I'm stuck. I got the shaft. I'm just a human. I can't cut it.
Have you ever spent any time with Tevin Tapia? He's a very big conspiracy guy, like full flat earther, and I feel like you guys would love it.
I've spoken to him, but I'm not like a flat earth guy or anything like that.
I do like the alien stuff. I was about to go on Twitter and just start looking up.
Alien
I mean,
stuff.
I think I'm an alien guy.
Go watch the movie The Age of Disclosure and go listen to the Joe Rogan podcast with the guy who made the movie, and there's no way you come out of it not positive that there are aliens. I mean, Seth Carr, dude. Like, I didn't even have to tell you any of that. Seth Carr's proof.
Yeah.
He should ride a cowie because he's green. He's an alien.
Look at Tyson.
Yeah.
A legend.
I had to take a screenshot of
Casey
Tyson.
Ohlert? Is that what that just said?
Yeah.
No way.
Lobster time is back.
And he's got lit kid. He looks sick.
That does look pretty sick,
KCO
actually.
dip.
That's cool, dude.
You know what's crazy?
Look at these St. Jude kids. The Duke.
That is
boys
so
are
sick.
running.
Yeah, we should go through real quick.
St. Jude
Kellen pronounces Roblox.
Is it Roblox or Roblox?
It's Roblox. Like robot.
Okay, Johnny Padani just did a nasty quad on that
quad
corner.
right
You
there.
see
That's
that?
pretty
Yeah,
sick.
see, I think these 450s, dude, we're going to see some crazy lines here. I think triple quad after the finish. Maybe they quad out.
They've always been fast, and then you remember back in like 2017 or 18, JLV just said, bikes are already fast, let's beef them up.
Yeah, here's the Husky, have fun, and now everyone runs
fun.
it. And they haven't updated in 7 years, and they're still fast.
Don't need to.
This heat race is stacked, dude. We got Eaglin, we got Carter, we got Seth Carr, all up in the mix, and we're dropping the gate here in
And
St.
wheelies.
Louis.
Oh, my.
Oh, looks like the 33 of Johnny Padani lays it down at the inside. Walter
man.
Giblets with the
Down.
whole shot.
He will be having a Discord argument with his front end. After that started, now with somebody else, he's been taken down.
Oh, man. So it's Gebhardt leading the way from Seth Carr. Eaglin's up there. O'Brien and Braden Carter's got a good start. All the district boys out front, but it's being led by the 103 of Gebhardt. Oh, I thought we were going to get some dualies at the end of lap 1, but Seth Carr backs out of the challenge.
No shots. I won't be weaving down the 91 back to the crib.
No shots for dualies tonight for sure. But Gebhardt leading, man. He's been really good of late. Really consistent top 10 threat. Top 10 in points still. Could he sneak into the mix here tonight and battle his teammates for a win? We've seen Seth Carr and Braden Carter be on it lately, but Gebhardt is trying to find his flow on the 103.
I feel like he's been all around in the heat races and qualifying. As I say that, slides out and
Collateral
murders his
damage.
teammate. Seth Kaw goes down, and that allows the last year's champion Colby Eaglin in the lead, but he's getting all cattywampus, and that's going to be Gebhardt back into the lead. Giblets just throwing them around all over the place there, taking out the whole field, and now trying to pull away from him.
Eaglin went through those guys like Jesus parting the sea, just right in between them, and then gave it right back.
That's
now Blake O'Brien, this is kind of an OG guy too, and he's Hayden Deeganing it. Is that actually? He's 38, and he's just
he is
looking
38.
like Deegs.
Yeah, went with the replica Deegs kit, and I kind of dig it as he's tailing up with Colby Eaglin, who kind of picked himself up a little bit after that mistake and cruises up into P2. Heilman up in 4th with Turley. What's up, my dudes? Rounding out the top 5. Hey, he took numbers off his bike for us instead of giving us his updated number 6-7 number. He actually took the numbers off the bike.
So what I don't understand is, can't he run his correct number in the game and then still run 125, or did they not like it on the stream?
That was mainly the reason why we changed it, because too many people were running like number 1, even though they're not number 1 and stuff like that.
Yeah, so. I did used to run Matt Burkeen's when we were on the team together. I would run the number 1 whenever he wasn't there, or even when he was, and I'd be back in 20th and he'd be winning the race. So yeah, always a good time when you had someone fast on your team. Eventually had to resort to Jack Haley number 2, but hey, I'll take those low numbers whenever I can. And Spencer Turley is ripping right now, but look at this train that he has behind him. Seth Carr right behind Braden Carter, who messes up the rhythm section. They are jumping inside and out. Has to get stood up there. Braden Carter whips up on the inside of him, and right behind them they have Tyler Shoei, who's just trying to survive right here, letting these two legends kind of have their own battle.
I want to watch Carter and Carr simply because I want to see what these crazy lines some of these guys are doing out there, man. They obviously have got to be hitting something. As down was Blake O'Brien at the end of the whoops. He's going to get passed up by quite a few riders. Rolls awkwardly over. And also going to get passed by Armbruster.
Oh my gosh, he's about to kill Armbruster too.
Oh man, this looks like Deegs versus Smitty of those years ago that you're talking about.
Hey, that guy who makes those Instagram reels while he's watching Deegs, you think he's watching O'Brien right now, just losing it, bouncing on that ball in a thong?
Oh my god, dude, I forgot about that guy. That's crazy.
The number 1 fan guy?
The local D only or whatever he is. I should send that guy a bill.
That guy's a legend, actually.
No, he is. I'll give him a free pub,
funny.
No choice.
The first one I ever saw was the best one, too, and then
I just can't wait till they get back to the triple and the finish line, dude. I think Diddy's been hanging out over there because they're getting greasy.
Braden Carter back into a transfer spot, by the way, as these guys try to settle it down. Still Gebhardt leading. He's got a little bit of a handful behind him, though. Look at Heilman closing up. Turley's in the mix. Carr's absolutely ripping up to the rear fender of all these guys, as well as Eaglin and Turley going side by side. You've seen this battle once. You've seen it 100 times. Turley versus Eaglin going at it again.
For 3rd place, too. Turley is just... What is up with him these days? No, but yeah, riding a wide bike, but he's got the speed. Car down. Did he get into Eaglin? That's going to give him a spot. Tyler Shoei is going to get past. Blake O'Brien moves by. And then Armbruster, Jay-Z. Wrong name, dude. You might get banned. Watch out.
I think.
Thomas Unis is right on the bubble, too. Thomas Unis is 10th.
Not quite.
Look at the white lightning, dude. He's super white today.
T-Lang out of it. Padani out of it. He's going to be pissed.
All right, so Jay-Z holds on. We'll get back up to these battles, though, because I feel like it's tightening up here at the front between Gebhardt, Heilman, and Eaglin. Eaglin looks like he's trying to claw it back down. Gebhardt's trying to hold on for another heat race win here. I don't know how many this would be, but it'd be quite a bit because he's been around for a while, and these whoops look like absolute mess every lap, but he still makes it through, Matt Burkeen.
Oh, my gosh. Hey, I feel like this is a standout ride for Heilman. I think we've seen him, miss a lot of mains, and he's up here, fighting for the lead in a heat race. It's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Even though... wasn't a huge fan. I was trying to learn the game back in the off-season in December, and Heilman was making my life difficult for a little bit, but you know what? He's putting in a good ride. Credit where it's due. Yeah, I mean, he is ripping. It was, I think, slated to be a bit of a contender for one of the 250 coasts this year, and it just hasn't worked out. I like the quad triple right line through there. That was really smooth. But definitely getting the flow going again. There's Eaglin, Turley, and Carr back into the top 5. Carter now 6th. Shoei 7th. O'Brien 8th. And Armbruster is 9th, but T-Lang is trying to close it down.
3-second gap, though. A little bit too big for this late in the race, I feel like, but got only 20 seconds left until the white flag comes out. Probably 2 laps, though, for the leader. Look at T-Lang, though. He is cooking, and Armbruster seems like he's made a couple mistakes up there, but he's got some competition right here. He's getting shuffled back as Jacob Hubbard just absolutely whips on him. Oh,
hit him in the face with his hub.
God, yeah, that was like a Who's that video? Was it Roxon and Barsha or?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then there's also a really old one, Malcolm Stewart, and this guy Pup Watley at the Stewart compound. It's one of the worst ones I've ever seen.
Well,
Oh, Brian down
well,
again.
that one because he kills him out of the sky. and hits
Yeah.
him. The other one was just putting the rear wheel about an inch from your face.
It's like he got sniped. Well, he kind of did, actually.
Hubbard
by
down
Malcolm's rear wheel.
2 second gap here was a 3, so closing in just a little bit.
Well, he moved into a transfer because O'Brien was down at the end of the whoops. T-Lane going through with him, though, trying to get into that transfer spot. O'Brien picked it up, still in 11th, so he's going to be right there. Jeez, Hubbard
went
had
deep
to,
on the quad.
Yeah, and now Lang is going to be right there as the white flag is waving for Gebhardt out front. Oh, Hubbard going for a ride, and it's over.
Oh my gosh, what a ride. I got to use the Tiger Woods again. That's probably what it was like.
I like how Tiger literally just rolled it to one side, but everyone's like, he rolled 400 times down the freeway.
It's actually impressive to where like the tire track started to where he flipped. Like to get your car to do that, it's got to
He
be
didn't
the
even shatter the windshield,
yank
dude.
of a steering wheel. I don't know, dude.
Everything's
But
fine then. Let the guy live.
he's leaving. He's leaving the country. He's getting some help. Hopefully, he can make it back for the Masters. You know, we got about 12 days, so let's get my goat back.
Is he gonna go do some ayahuasca?
I think maybe
Ayahuasca.
Ibogaine, but yeah, close.
Hey, we got to change for the lead up front. Late, Gebhardt threw it away. Late crash out of him, gives it to Heilman. Eaglin's still right there, but your boy pulling through. You called him for coming through the field and looking sharp. John Heilman wins the heat over Colby Eaglin. Seth Carr gets all the way back to third. Turley fourth. And Braden Carter rounds out the top 5. That's a first career heat win for John Heilman. So shout out to the number 30 getting up
Good
there.
on ya.
Gebhardt ends up 6th. Shoei 7th. JZ 8th. Lang 9th. Looks like it should be good to go. But this is a big miss right here for Johnny Tsunami. 7th in the points entering. He's going to the LCQ here tonight, Awood.
Yeah. The good thing is, I mean, a little bit maybe weaker of a field for him, but definitely not where he wants to be. I mean, you got a lot of guys, low numbers back there too. Padani, Jack Mark, Blake
Teagan.
O'Brien, Jacob Hubbard, Tyson, my goat, Fresquez. Dude, it's really stacked. I mean, bummer to see Casey Oler back that far, 18th, also a goat, and Nicky T way back there. But great ride by Howman, man.
Now I'm confused, Aywood, because Austin Bear has also been some of my competition in Open AMs, but now he's in 450 Supercross. You think, did he just get the pro license, or is he like, did he find a loophole when he's racing everything?
There was they did say that they want to change the way that pros are racing amateurs. It's getting out of control. Here's what I'll tell you. If they've signed up or have a license to race, this is for Lane and all the guys, if they can race a pro race, they cannot race amateurs anymore. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. He did get a pro license last week, but
So
it's normally a license for 250, pro for 450 only. Maybe they can't drop back down, but I mean, dude, if you're making if you've made a main event, you know, or I don't, if you've made a night show in the freaking pro class, 250 class, get out. You're not an amateur.
Amateurs
Let
just
him know.
aren't amateurs
I'll stand by
anymore.
it. They didn't have amateurs back then. They're like, when you did, you were just done. You couldn't just go back and forth willy nilly.
I think you should let him know, you know.
Tell us how you actually feel. I
That
think
is
you're
how I
holding
feel.
back a lot.
I am holding back a lot, but it's okay.
I really wish there was like vet MX Sim racing, like plus 30 classes, plus 25 classes. Like
Just
that's what
be
I want.
eligible.
Do
Yeah.
you remember the fall racing? We used to do spring series and fall series,
FAM
like
Yeah, there was
FAM MX,
vet
but
racing
even
back
before
then,
then, the Primal MX series. I mean, racing next Friday and next Friday reverse.
Wow,
and,
next Friday.
and Boontown and all those. Like that was a night race. That was one of my first amateur races, 250C, when I first got the game. And I started trying to qualify for pros, and I did like 2 weeks later, and I never raced a non-pro class again. But good old times, and yeah, simple tracks, and that was just really fun because there were vet classes, and I was always like, dude, I can't wait to be 21 because there was a 21 plus and like a 30 class, and there was like no one because that was so old back then, and now I feel like so much more of the community is up there. So it would be awesome to have a 30 plus class and all us olds can
What
get
we
in there.
really should do, what we really got to do, is do a sim league. But each moto you shotgun a beer before you start it, and like it doesn't matter if the gate drops or not. You have to finish the full beer before you can go.
Oh my.
I think that'd be
Need
fun.
about 2 seconds.
I would do awful.
That's one thing I'm really good at is shotgunning beers.
Oh man, this is gonna be a gnarly one
Just
in the
can
BPC
open that
Discord
throat.
right now. We got all my boys, Blakely, Deering, and Devin Ryan, all in the same heat. Nobody can spot each other. It's gonna be absolute anarchy.
Yeah, no, I mean they're gonna just be Probably yelling out where they're at on the track instead of spotting, right?
No, they're going to be yelling at each other. For sure. Can't wait.
Trying to look at some of the kits we got out here. We got to load these guys back in. I'm trying to get my guy Matty B on the actual stream as much as I can tonight because people are stoked he's in here. They also want to see Lee Doofus in the booth if we can get him in there at some point. So.
Wait, am I Lee Doofus?
No, Lee Diffie, bro. They want to see Lee Diffie.
That
I've
is
gotten
sad.
Weege in here. So if we can get Lee Diffie next, then we'll complete the
What
Supercross
about
duo.
AC? Isn't AC supposed to come?
I'm trying. He
He
said
would be
yes.
good.
He said yes, but I haven't really like poked the bear too much with that because I don't want to like
Yeah,
ask too much. But maybe
that'd
soon.
be cool. Star-studded lineup.
Honestly, outdoors would be good for him because he doesn't have to travel every week for outdoors.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you told me. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. I was gonna say you promised me, Kellen.
Me and,
Me
me and
promise
Kellen
me.
are
Calm
cooking
down,
up.
man.
Me and Kellen are cooking up something for round 1 outdoors. We don't know if it's possible yet, but stay tuned.
It's going to be good, but here we go. Final heat race of the night, 450 Heat 2 coming at you here in St. Louis. We're off and running.
Oh my
He's going to get that
wheelies.
whole shot. 24 machine pokes the nose out
Fatty.
there first.
RJ.
Hayden Stevenson, lays it down, and Seth Shirley gets the whole shot. He's out front with his teammate, though. Luke Sullivan looks like another JIBR.co right at the test track for these two boys as they get off to the early lead. Castellaneta, Wilczek, Horn up inside of the mix. He was your fastest qualifier, and looks like he may have just gone down. Castellaneta down, and one of the BPC Suzuki's exited stage left. Horn in the mix right there, trying
Oh
to go
my
by
God.
the other BPC
Keeps it on
Suzuki
too.
down as well.
I told you the Discord will be in shambles.
That's
Oh, you
already.
hate to see it.
Are they
Already in
Suzuki's
shambles.
or are those
Yep, they're
yellow
Suzuki's.
Yamahas? I got in trouble for this a couple weeks
No,
ago. So.
'cause I'm a BPC guy for outdoors. I just signed
Oh,
the contract
BPC,
the other
never mind.
day. Huge signing bonus and
Are you?
everything. I mean, no signing bonus, but
No.
yeah, I am. But we're gonna be riding
BPC.
Yamahas. Yeah, Yamahas.
Yeah.
We're gonna look sick. I might have just dropped some illicit information, but yeah, I would say sue me. But like I said, I just signed the contract, so he might find a clause to where he can sue me.
Yeah, just like the AMA rule book, you're not allowed to sue them.
I thought Shirley was gonna sue last week, dude. They banned him for wrong number. We
Oh.
thought Deegan's steak penalty was
Steak
bad. How
gate.
about that one?
You gotta
Yeah.
follow the rules.
Gotta follow the rules, man. It's
not
in the
that
rule
hard.
book.
Yeah, I get it. It's just
The only excuse is if you get a warning after a heat and then you like get it right for the rest of your races on the night.
Oh, as
because
far as
you-
I
you
understood it,
raced
he did
EU.
get a couple warnings.
oh, he did get warnings.
But the problem with it is, as you guys all know, anytime you load an old setup,
Yep,
it just walks
exactly.
back to your old number, and
That's-
you forget to change it before you load into
that
the
was
gate.
my
So
defense right there. But
But-
I didn't know he had warnings before. I thought
Yeah.
this was like a first time, and they just threw the freaking book at him,
I
which I
don't
wouldn't
think
have
it
liked.
was.
But like
as far as I
national
understood
number,
it.
was it his number from last year
Well,
that
no,
he ran
it was
for
his
one
RF
heat?
number, and he ran it in. It was his NA number, and I think he ran it in EU. So
Yeah,
instead
well.
of 1, I think he was 44.
If you're a professional,
But here's what was the dumbest thing about it. I hate to call this dude out. I don't even know him, but
Nope.
he got protested by a guy that wasn't even in his class. I feel like that's a massive clown move. Brayden Futter, bro, get a life. Like, come on.
that's some
Calling
shit I
out
would have
Tharp.
done back
No,
in
but
the
come
day.
on, like at least be in his class if you're gonna do
Yeah.
that. I think that's kind of lame. Shirley's always
fair.
been cool, so I don't know. I mean, it seems like a lot of people are beefing with him, and I obviously don't see that side to him. But yeah, if you're gonna protest
You
somebody,
just like
be in
him
the
because
right
he's from the
class.
Carolinas.
I hate plenty of actually. I shouldn't say that. I don't hate very many people at all. There are plenty of clowns from the Carolinas,
Okay.
Kellen. I'm from there, so that
Alright,
doesn't
yeah.
exactly qualify you as great.
But you like your people, is what I'm trying to
Oh,
say.
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
No, but it's good to see him back. He's obviously ripping, and he was ripping before we missed him last week, so maybe he can factor in for a race win here tonight. Luke Sullivan also in the mix as well in P2, but here's your fastest qualifier, Alec Horn. What is he doing on this track, fellas? Because he definitely looks fired up tonight. He's running Luke Sully down for this P2 right now.
Ready to front flip. He said he's doing it for me. I'm waiting to see it.
He's on stream now, so if you're in Discord with him, go ahead and let him know. We want to see some front flips coming up. We might have to wait for the Supercross triple, but I don't know. If he's ballsy, he can pull it out in the quad at the end of the rhythm.
Hey, I have done it in a rhythm before one time.
Yeah, those
At
used
least
to
one
be good
time, I should
times.
say.
That was when Matty B was still.
I don't think he meant to do it, but it was for me anyway.
Oh, that's brutal. It just kicked him right over the
BPC
bars.
guys up front. Which one is that?
That is
That's
Devin-
Ash,
oh,
isn't
Ash
it?
Here,
Deering,
Ash
yeah.
Deering on the 29 machine.
That's who I've been trying to ride with. I've been getting a little bit faster, just getting my doors blown off by this guy day in, day out. But yeah, he's looking good right now.
Yeah, up into third place in front of J.R. Reyes, who's also really
Been
coming
riding
around
good.
lately. Yeah, J.R. Reyes has really been ripping of late on the 81. Alec Horn goes back to 5th. Hayden Stevenson in 6th. Caleb Hall 7th. Sonny Spicer 8th. And Ryder Bednar is in our final transfer spot right now, and he's got a bit of a gap. So things have opened up. I feel like As you mentioned, Awood, depth of field, maybe not there with the 250 Showdown. Guys going back down, obviously, to race that. And 450 guys, a couple names that we don't normally see shining in the limelight here a bit.
Holy cow.
Yeah,
We got
Jesus.
a bunch of gifted subs. 5 gifted subs from Jake Spees in the chat. Look, Puma got one. Let's
Yeah.
go. That's a legend.
Welcome
in there
into the
as well.
club, Puma. We got NBSN 882. We got TTV.
Whoa, we got a body varial or a bike varial.
D-Hig, KC Kid. We got MK Billion, and we got Gooby 1411. Welcome to the club. Thank you so much, Mr. Jake Spees.
MK
Crushing
Billion's
it. Oh,
been here
it's
every
Thumper
week, too.
also. We got a hype train going on Twitch now. These guys are just absolutely dumping in Prime subs.
I didn't even
Love it.
realize we were on multi-platforms.
Yeah, man.
Multi.
YouTube and
Used to be
Twitch.
TikTok. Used to be
Yeah,
Facebook.
I got to bring
just-
TikTok back, honestly.
Yeah, that's funny because there was we get a lot of views from people just scrolling. I don't even use TikTok, but a lot of new viewers, which was really nice. Right now we're looking at Anthony Piccioni. He's in 9th place, right ahead of Sonny Spicer. So we'll see if Sonny can do something.
I'm mad at TikTok right now, so.
Yeah,
don't
they
really give a
keep
crap about
disqualifying me from the program, dude.
Same.
Because of originality.
Yeah, but what does that even mean? We're
Exactly.
posting our own stuff.
Exactly.
Hey, what about No Choice, bro? You
Like,
gotta
bro,
freaking
who am I
trademark
stealing
that.
stuff from? It's clearly awful quality mental commentary Temu footage. Who else could it be from? Seriously.
Yeah, I don't know. We got a
Wait.
question from Austin Bridges. They want to know, Burkeen, is Jack Fowler on your clown list?
He had the opportunity to get on it earlier this year because I was being an amateur in amateurs, and he was saying he was going to protest me. So if he did protest me for being an amateur in amateurs,
Oh, boy.
then he
Oh,
would
boy.
then he would have been on my clown list. But I have zero beef with Fowler. I mean, I don't really know if I have beef with many people in this game. It's just a game. I like to have fun playing with the boys and banging bars. But nah, Fowler's all right. People have been asking me to make a documentary on him.
Oh,
why? I'm
documentary.
not sure. They want a Fowler documentary for
All
the
right.
channel.
Why?
Maybe just because
Oh.
he's been around for so
Jeez.
long. I don't know. But
Oh!
Luke Soley not
feisty with
letting
Alec Horn,
it go.
dude.
Yeah, Alec Horn got bitched right there in the corner. Excuse my French, but he straight up laid it into that rut and did not let go. Alec Horn had no choice. Shout out Matty B, but to back down there.
gave him some body Spanish.
Yeah,
even though he's,
body
not
Spanish.
Spanish.
Also, did you know that Lawson Dye is Colt 45's mechanic?
Yes, I did know
What?
that.
I didn't.
Because
Well,
he pulls me
ripped
aside
last week though. Did
He
tell
pulls
you?
me aside and talks to me all the time, and I feel like so bad that I always forget his name. I know he races sim, but I always forget his name, and then I see him racing on Wednesdays. I'm like, that I gotta remember that.
I think.
But yes.
I think Kai DeWolf's like PR guy races
Really?
EMF. His name's like Barry Brands or something.
Oh yeah,
I
Barry
know
Brands.
that
they
name.
told me
He's
it
been
was
around for
Kai
a
DeWolf's
minute.
guy.
There
But
you
yeah, he's
go.
been racing EMF.
Yeah, I know some of those guys are all pretty into sim. It's honestly really cool. I
It's
even got
super-
pulled aside by Jordan Smith at Birmingham. He's like, I knew you were into sim, but I didn't know you were the guy. And
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, all right, I guess
You-
so.
And they don't. They probably really don't know that. Not only are you the guy, but you have been the guy. Like Bud's Creek 2013, was it 13 or 14?
2014, yeah.
I was close.
Next
but
time you see Jordan Smith, tell him that A-Wood says he can beat him in cornhole.
Oh, okay, man.
Because every time he posts
those
about
are
it,
fighting
no,
words.
we gotta.
Jordan
He's unreal on the golf course, but I think I got something for him in cornhole.
Well, Seth Shirley picks up the dub in the heat
12
race.
seconds.
Hey,
Alec
he's gonna
Horn.
front flip. He's gonna front flip.
Alec Horn's front flipping. Let's see it.
What?
Ooh,
Oh my
yeah.
God! Be better.
What a rotation!
Wow.
Oh my God, that was great.
Do it again.
No, he had no speed.
Hey, that was
Do
worth
the back
panning back to him. Way to go, Horn. That
Fourth
was
career heat
legendary.
win for Seth Shirley as Hayden Stevenson crosses in third. Sully fourth. Ooh, Caleb Hall's down on the triple landing as Ash Deering
no.
goes by. Ryder Bednar will probably get there as
Oh,
Caleb
Chase
Hall.
B's
Oh,
back.
J.R. Reyes is together with
Chase- I
Anthony
think Blake
Slow
Right.
Pacheco.
out.
Headed to
Chase
the
B,
main.
get in.
Chase
Come on.
B and J.R. Reyes side by side.
They're both going to be in though if they
Yep.
just make it on two
And
wheels
Anderson
after that.
might be out, but Blakely's in. No choice. Let's go, Chase B.
Oh, man, he's beating these guys tonight, that's for sure.
Oh, my poor guy, Devin Ryan. 2/3 of the Discord is in, and poor Devin's out.
Okay.
And our guy
He's
has gone
close.
0 for 12 so far, but he's been so close so many times. It's always been like one little thing, a different thing each week that's kept him from it. So I've got faith that we're not going 0 for 17, but we missed it again.
Do you think if Devin Ryan spent less time on iRacing that he would
You know,
be able to make the
he's
mains?
been-
Because he's been close, but
he's been playing a lot of sim. I didn't know that much about the iRacing, but actually last weekend I think he and Deering did like a 12-hour national.
yeah, they did
so-
the Sebring. So
Yeah.
yeah, he's been racing, and they've had a good group there. Jordan Smith, no, the thing goes back ever since 2012 when we first started hanging out or whatever, just always just be like, dude, I can beat you at cornhole. I know he plays a lot, practices a lot, but he's been working on his golf game. He's so good at golf. I think I got a chance. It's one of the only things I've ever been good at in my life.
But
is
he's
cornhole.
the most competitive person I've ever met in my life. Oh
I gotta catch him on the off weekend too.
I just realized what's coming up next. We got Crashville coming live to your living rooms or wherever you're watching this, because RF next. Sight laps hitting the track. I bet you bodies are already flying.
We got some donations here too.
Yeah, I wanted to shout those out real quick before we get to RF next. First off, we had a couple more subs come in on Twitch, so thank you, Jake Spees, who gifted to It's Thumpers, and he subbed himself for the 10th month in a row, so very much thanks to him. But yes, RF next coming at you. Let's get you guys a rundown, shall we? Travis Mosser goes to the line, fastest qualifier. Nicholas Hewitt, Chucky Nygren, Jay Gianni. We got Freddie Grove, Luke Scheffler, Carson Allred, Cole Harkins, CJ Bernard, Chad Stonier, Derek Jones, the winner at Birmingham, is in this one. Hunter Fuller, Tyler Clipful, Austin Rogers, Carson Allred. We already mentioned him. I'm going to get a quick restart.
They start moving. What's your favorite name on this list?
Aiden Storovich.
Riley Clapp.
Thompson.
Yeah, he's clapped.
Nate Snellgrove.
He's about to clap
Reed.
in cheeks.
I'm going to go ahead and self-diagnose myself as the expert of this class, because these are my people. I've been racing them
Do you know them?
I mean,
oh yeah, I guess they're the AMs, they're the up and comers.
Well, a lot of these guys are 250 AMs, but like
Is
open
Luke
AMs,
Scheffler
I've been
supposed to be
racing Stonier,
Yes.
Hewitt, Bernard, Rogers, Storovich.
Chef is an AM. I don't think he's raced pro race
Oh,
yet.
okay. I was saying it's not that bad, but I was saying last time, like this guy, we got where'd he go? The Two Nuts Racing guys. When you start to see some of their team names, it looks like Xbox Live, like gamer tags. They were worse last time we were in here, but it was pretty good. Look at the Brady Olson,
Dude,
though.
if those guys are battling,
That
they could
better
end
be-
up being
no
like
choice.
8 nuts wide.
Quick shout out to the boys, though, for like leaning into this. We got a lot of purple numbers out there. I did not think these guys would go that hard. I was just expecting some regular bike skins,
That
but
actually is pretty cool.
pretty
Way
much
to go.
everybody that gave me a skin is purple numbers. So we got legit.
No way.
RF
Way to
Next
go,
competition
boys.
out here.
Did you know Lawson Dye is related to Edison Dye?
Stop.
All right.
Who's like,
What are we going to find out next? Is
The
he
biggest
actually Jeremy
name-
McGrath?
yeah.
He's
He's actually Jerry McGrath's uncle, and he rode the first ever motorcycle.
Also, quickly before RF Next, big thanks to MX for Life 894, $10 donation over on YouTube. Let's go, Shirley. Can't wait for more Matty B Arena Cross vids. Hopefully, it
Gonna be a
won't be
while.
featured as a clown or C-Class fool.
It's going to be a while because those are in the winter, so
Okay.
sorry.
And then Matt Edwards as well, $4.99. Been a while. I hope everyone is having a swell day. Y'all are the GOATs. Thanks for doing this each week. Really, Matt Edwards, you're the GOAT. That's why we do it for people like you watching back at home, tuning in, ready to watch some RF Next action. It's round 2 of their series coming at you. St. Louis, let's go.
Jesus, grab the analogs. Hold them tight.
Land Rush, turn number 1. Who's going to get there first? Oh, big chaos up the inside, pushes everyone wide. Riley Clapp comes out with the whole
Collapse the field.
We got triple pink numbers up front, too. This is awesome.
Look at these boys go. Clapp, Scheffler's up here. Snellgrove with a good start. Dalton Gunterman, he was fast in quali early on as well. Freddie Grove with a good start. All these boys feisty early on, but they're all chasing the Clapp man out front.
You think if Scheffler gets cleaned out or something, he's got the power to just bust out the black flag, the black flag while he's getting up from the fall off? Because he usually hosts, doesn't he? Or is he just the amateur host?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I thought he was an
I
amateur
don't know which one he
host.
does. But also a quick shout out to Gavin Roeder, 854, $1.99. Stevenson's number on his gear is fire. I meant to go look at it after that.
He's in the main, though. We
We'll
can
check
get
it out in the
We
main.
will. Yeah, got some St. Jude stuff on his number that I wanted to show off, so very cool. But yeah, Clapp's still leading. Gunterman, fast in qualifying, looks like he got his way around Luke Scheffler into second place. I wonder if these guys are going to be able to run down Riley Clapp because he's out front ripping right now.
Clapp is my guy. He's the one I called for the win, so I like that. Also got my favorite name, Indonesia. Goes Gunterman, not all the way rolling up the windows, but still goes down. That allows Luke Scheffler second, Cole Harkins third, CJ Bernard in fourth, and then a big old gap, but a little bit of battle here with Carson Allred and Hunter Fuller. And a move kind of right behind them too. Austin Rogers is battling right now with Darren Reed. Dannon?
Yeah.
What the-
Danron?
I can't. It's the words are small.
Put some respect
Words are hard.
Put some respect on his name. We've been battling on Sundays, all right? But
Yeah.
hey, we got to give a shout out to CJ Bernard running in the 4 spot. I'm pretty sure he was the only guy to do well, actually, now that I think about it, Simonson did it too. I was going to say he's the only guy to do the main event in real life and in sim combo, but he and Simonson both did it last weekend.
What about Logan Leitzel? We just always forget
He didn't
about
make the
him.
main event.
Well, I mean, in the past.
He did make the highlight reel by endoing into Marchbanks.
He did,
Glad our
yeah.
guy's okay.
He
Poor
did.
Marchbanks.
Marchbanks took him out though, right? Didn't his
100%.
Marchbanks fight
yeah.
came up at first on TV? I have it on at work. I got to support my guy Derek Kelly, who comes to see me all the time too.
Legend.
But I turned around and I looked up and I just see him falling and I just see his gear too, and I'm like, "What are you doing, Logan?" And then when I got home and rewatched the race, I was like, "Oh, he just took a tire to the face." Poor guy was on his deathbed laying on the tabletop, and I was like, "What the hell, dude?"
He's got a rough one. Tired of the face. He hit Ferrandis while he was sitting still in Daytona. Just one thing after another. But he's out there doing it. I'll give it to him for that.
Yeah, and so CJ Bernard, obviously real life Rippa. You can see him. I don't know if he'll race the Showdown, but he has been ripping at most of the races this year. We got a battle out front though, folks. Riley Clapp is being caught by Cole
Suzuki.
Harkins. Yeah, Suzuki up in the 2 spot right there. Two Nuts Racing going for it. Does this get feisty between these guys? Like, do the RF Next kiddies like absolutely send and make ridiculous passes, or is this more square racing?
It has to be like that. I mean, if it follows the commandments of MX Simulator, thou shall get loose in amateurs. It's got to be good. There's no way they have calculated moves.
Yeah, I don't think they got enough time under their belts. So I think when you see these guys get close, you're going to see action every single time. Riley Clapp, though, is losing a little bit of room to Cole Harkins. Especially casing that jump out right here.
Oh,
He's
it's a
in
roll
the
the
bales. He
triple.
doesn't have the speed, and he loses it. Jumps over his head. Cole Harkins to the lead. New leader here. Not the fastest man on the track, but he is working and trying to pull away from Clapp.
Riley Clapp is going for it, though.
Going
Is he
for
going
the
to clap
cheeks.
his cheeks and try to get up the inside, make another pass before the whoops? Not quite. Cole Harkins still leads. He's hopping. He's skipping. Riley Clapp is
Claps
flipping
himself.
and goes down.
And Scheffler claps
down,
himself.
too. So a massive lead suddenly for Cole Harkins as Gunterman splits the difference and goes through.
Oh, my gosh,
Also
loop
going
out
down
for
to CJ Bernard. He was in 5th. So Allred gets through. He goes up into the 5 spot. Here comes Ryder Thompson. Hunter Fuller going by as Bernard gets going just behind Brady Olson.
Bro, Bernard's probably your neighbor. It just says
Yeah, maybe.
Temecula.
Yeah, well,
That's it.
he's on the Temecula race team.
That's
but-
a team, but I think it's supposed to be. Is it like local people or like Temecula,
Temecula Motorsports,
But
yeah.
I mean, still, someone's got to be local.
someone.
Slide in the DMs, brother. Let us know. Meet you at the casino.
Just imagine I have Matt Burkeen, then the hood.
And your inside your helmet is just
Carey.
NBA J Coupe
You're from
space.
Cary
Yeah, I'm surprised you know. Actually, probably from the.
opening ceremonies.
Yeah, that's
Cary?
right. But
Cary,
I haven't
North
lived
Carolina.
in Cary for like 6 years now.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
But yeah, Cole Harkins gets into the race lead with all that chaos, and now he's got himself a nice 7-second lead. So for both of you guys, if you're in his position, amateur warrior, we know it can get crazy out there. You got 3 minutes left to work with here. Do you settle down, or do you just keep sending and hope it actually works out?
Breathe and settle down. He's got enough. Now it's 10 seconds as someone must have made a mistake behind him, but it's still a fall off crash away, and you got to know that. I start doubling through rhythm sections. I don't care. My palms are sweaty. I'm shaking. My heart rate's up. It's freaking nerve wracking when you're not good. Matty B went from nothing to the GOAT like pretty quick, so he doesn't know as much about it. But yeah, I'm doubling out of rhythm sections. He knows it now. I'm doubling in, no triple ins, especially on the 250. Just take it easy and breathe.
Oh, Hayward, I've been fighting for my life to get into some of these AM main events, but I feel like it's just about finding a line that you can do without taking much risk, which a lot of that work comes before the race, before the gate drops. You got to kind of figure out what you can do and what you can't. But these guys are AMs. I mean, that's what I would do, is more of a calculated approach. But with them being AMs, RF next, I feel like the next thing we see is probably going to be a crash because these guys send it.
Look at this battle, though. Bruin, Scheffler, Gunterman, and Clapp still pretty close together in a fight for the final step of the podium in this one. Everyone's gone to that jump
Gunterman
line.
got a drive.
Gunterman's going to get it clean. He jumps alongside, And Scheffler is not going to get all the way over the triple. Actually legs as he lands down off of the landing. And Gunterman now has himself a nice, comfortable gap. Actually looks like he wants to run down Carson Allred, who's holding on to the 2 spot right now for Two Nuts Racing.
Gunterman is ripping 1 minute point 4 last lap. All the guys ahead of him are 102, 103. Everyone around him slower than that. Gunterman's on the move, and he was he second in qualifying?
Yes. Yeah, he was. Yep.
I think for these guys too, I mean, it's an exhibition race, right? So these guys are just trying to
Don't tell them that.
trying to just get the best finish they can. So I think if you're Cole Harkins, you're kind of slowing down and cruising up front. But if you're Gunterman, you are sending, because the difference between second and third, the confidence is probably huge. You're loving your screen time right now. These guys, a lot of them getting their first taste of it. Always fun seeing yourself on stream later, and even better if you can make a badass last lap pass for second place as he's trying to hunt down Allred. Let's see what happens as they go through the whoops again.
Remember, these two, if they start fighting each other and our leader has a mistake, Harkins out front, that could factor in who actually wins this race, because we know it could get a little bit wild late in this one. Mistake for Allred. Gunterman obviously missed the Supercross triple. That doesn't help. Ryder Thompson, by the way, he's up into the 4th spot. He just made a pass, as did Freddie Grove, to round out our top 5.
Freddie!
So Two Nuts Racing looking pretty sharp right here. Battle for second is still on, though. Allred is trying to defend as hard as he possibly can. But look at this line from Gunterman. Doesn't get the line. They're going back and forth through this rhythm section.
Watch out. He's
Who
going to
gets
get
it at the
electrocuted.
end? Oh, they both get into each other, and down goes Allred. Gunterman stays up to survive.
Batteries died. You hate to see it on the start bar.
FIA got to them too.
Is Maroney here?
Maroney's? I don't know. He said let's rip the I'd assume so.
Oh, he texted me. I should probably look at it.
Okay.
What's up, Maroney?
Yeah,
he's
what's up,
asking
Maroney?
anyone to hit the casino tonight.
You're a legend.
So I'm just very
Not
confused.
tonight. Next week though. I do.
Okay.
I do need to save some money. I might be getting a
Hey.
place here soon. So gotta
Maroney-
save. But I'm good for at least 500 at Pechanga.
Maroney texts me, and his main point is tell Awood that is not a good bet, beating Jordan in cornhole.
Yeah, he messaged that like 3 times. It's fine. He's here, Kellen. I'll see you at Pechanga the next weekend, brother. Let's go.
It's crazy, man. Why doesn't he come in studio for one of these races?
Maroney,
Oh,
come
wow.
to
His
World
goddamn jersey's sitting right behind
Because
me.
he'd be backwards the whole time throwing whips, dude.
Come to
He would
World
be.
Two-Stroke, Maroney. Find a smoker, dude. Let it fly. I mean, actually, never mind. There's not really any jumps.
Two-stroke Nats is next weekend, huh?
This weekend, dog. Why you think I'm here? That's literally why I'm here.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Come on, Awood, pay attention, man.
Hey,
I got work.
this week or this month, and then stopwatch next month. Stopwatch Impala. So I'll be out here for a few weeks next month.
I'll try to be at stopwatch. That's always a good time. Two-stroke Nats. I always just end up working, and it's not big enough to
Oh my
request
gosh.
off.
White flag in the air for Cole Harkins out front. 8-second lead on this last lap of the race. Just skipping and hopping his way through the whoops. Playing it safe on his way to trying to claim this victory. Gunterman is still sending.
Quadding.
Yeah, look at that.
Bruh. Oh
Ryder
my
Thompson's up to
gosh.
3rd as well. Late little sneak job into the podium here.
He's a real life ripper as well. Shout out to Ryder Thompson.
Nice.
Barks a 2-stroke.
Yeah, there you go. Ryder Thompson on the 4.51, having himself a night. It's still not fully over. Harkins is making quite a few mistakes out front.
Inching towards it. He's tortoise and the herring it right now.
Yeah.
Gunterman's the hare, and the tortoise looks like it's going to get the win, though.
Oh, Harkins a little bit long. Got to be
Just let
careful
this
of lap
lapper go,
traffic.
bro.
Yeah, I don't get involved. Look, we're doubling now. We're playing it safe.
Good
all the
call.
way to the checkered flag. He's going to go over table, double single to the corner, outside to get the run for the triple.
What if the lapper just annihilated?
I know.
He's
right?
only got 3 seconds, too.
Here it is. Cole Harkins wins RF Next. Round 2 here in St. Louis. Thompson gets to second
Oh
over
my
Gunterman
gosh.
at the line by a nose. I mean, that was close between those two. And Brady Olson charged up to 4th late. Nice. Derek Jones, our winner in Birmingham's getting leaped over. And that was not for position. So Jones with a 5th place after his win in Birmingham. Freddie Grove in 6th. Carson Allred 7th. Fuller 8th. And Nicholas Hewitt rounds out the top. Well, that was 9th, I should say. Clipfell rounds out the top 10. Riley Clapp was leading this thing early. He goes back to 11th. Chucky Nygren 12th. Luke Scheffler 13th. Jay Gianni down before the finish line jump. Gonna let Nate Snellgrove go by and pick up P14. Jake Gianni 15th. CJ Bernard ends up in 16th.
Oh my gosh, what a throw.
Sterling
CJ.
Lofthouse, by far my favorite name in this race, ends up in 16th.
Lofthouse is like your
Lofthouse
yours
is
and
hanging on
Steve
a moment.
Ceilings.
Lofthouse is
Real big.
Dannon Reed, Austin Rogers, Aiden Storovich.
Oh, look how close second
Travis
and third on
Mosser.
cuts. 3.2 and 3.5 seconds
Chad Stone
How did
here.
Dan and Reed do so
Hundreds.
bad? He's been ripping open amp.
Someone said Mosser qualified by a second and
He
then
did.
gave up and or is inting on purpose so he doesn't get bumped. But
I think
who
he's a
knows?
hybrid MX Bikes, MX Sim kid. I think he's all over the board.
Yeah, they said he got in trouble too, so he's just trying to.
He messaged, I forget who it was, but he messaged one of my buddies cussing him out after a race, and my buddy was like, "What are you talking about?" And the guy's like, "My bad, I just raged for a few minutes after the race. We're
My
cool."
bad.
Sounds like someone else I know. So what I think, Kellen, you should do, you want to get your guys. I think when you have guests in studio, that's when you should do the webcam at the corner for everyone, because just like in the future, because Matty B's got some good reactions too when he's yelling and.
I mean,
Oh,
we
I'm
can
into
do it
it.
tonight if you want.
I'm into it, brother.
Tonight, I'm not down because we used to do it in the outdoors, and I love that because for me, half the fun was I have fun with Kellen, like commentating outdoors for like 4 hours straight.
You got to drink for outdoors, though, right?
Well, you don't have to, but we used to. I need to get back into it. I just have to drive far.
I need to get back into it.
But it was like when there was a really fun thing on stream and a crazy pass, half of my thing was like going back and seeing like our reactions to it because we'd be like freaking out, screaming together. So
Hey, did your mic die?
no.
Wood,
Damn it, bro.
Wood's all. I got to start drinking
No,
again.
look
Get
at
my
it.
life back
Look
together.
at the numbers on the front. Did you?
2 out of 3.
All right.
Hello.
You're 2/3 cooked.
I'm 2/3 cooked, 2/3 bent.
You're gonna have to start drinking, get your life back together. You
I
know.
will. I left my water downstairs.
Yeah, it's
by the
dead
way.
or something. Try a different mic.
It's still on the same channel. No, I'm freaking.
That's on stream.
No, it's not.
It is. It is.
Mic check, mic check.
No, dude, it's still
Hello.
boofed.
Bro, did that break?
Hello, priest.
Wow.
It's not on anymore.
RCQ.
Check it out.
Shout out to everybody playing this hard ass game.
Try it again, Haywood.
Mic check.
Yeah, better.
Mic check.
Whichever one you want.
Okay.
Just turn the other one off.
I didn't know we were going to the camera that quick. Well, no, 'cause then
You,
everyone can see.
all these people right now are saying clipped, got it. Yep.
I got one.
What did he even say? I missed it.
He grabbed both mics and did this,
Oh,
dude.
stop.
He
I
did.
got one, dude. My favorite thing is when you see like the sports games, like the kids in the background of the analyst booth. And they just start doing.
Bro, you've seen
Yeah.
it in Race Day Live? It's awful. Oh my
They just
god.
go after it.
No, it's awful. Like 11, 12-year-old kid doing that. You're only going downhill from there.
This might have just died again.
I don't even need to talk, honestly.
Well, let me get.
Haywood's just gonna hit the road. I hope you guys have enjoyed his company for tonight. Now it's just me and Keller.
Double mic that. I need to go get my water.
I'll try to work on fixing this. Go ahead and talk to us for a minute.
Love it. Hey, also on stream, I'm sure you guys, when you see Kellen's face, you notice his awesome ASV hat. Not only does ASV look the same when it's upside down, but Keller is also my teammate. We're like born and bred ASV riders. So yeah, if you lose a lot of talent like myself, like a lot of you probably do, because that's why we're playing video games, and if you need some unbreakable levers, check them out. That was a shameless sponsor plug, but that's the only reason I'm out here pretty much. ASV hooks it up massively, gives me a place to stay and something to drive so I can come get content out here and do some streaming with Kellen. I'm stoked I
Mic
got
check.
to do this.
Mic check.
We're good. Mic check. We're good.
Sorry to Chef and sorry to the other fellas trying to run this race, and I'm just taking my sweet time getting this going. But yeah, ASP, hey, shout out my guy Bob.
Bob is the man.
Bob's the man.
Here's a testament to how good of a guy Bob is. At the Stopwatch National last year, he's doing hole shot awards, and there was a motor that got red flagged, and Colt Nichols hole shotted both of them. So you would think that he would just pay Colt for the one, right? Now he pays Colt for both of them.
That's so sick.
He's
dude.
such a stand-up.
Bob's
dude.
a good dude. I
Real,
like it.
by far the best person I've ever worked with, and he's had my back more than most people, and maybe pretty much anybody. So it's pretty sick.
If there is still a lot of static, just let us know, and we'll try to fix it. It's currently laying down on another microphone, which is why it's doing that. But I'll keep a listen to it as we get ready to drop the gate here in the 250 LCQ Showdown LCQ. We'll see what happens. Looks like that might be a little cooked.
Oof. Wait, this is the LCQ. All right, east-west. This is the West Coast LCQ. Gate is down, and we got crashing everywhere. Oh, my gosh. Riders down. I don't even know who's out front. We got technical difficulties in the studio. We're doing what we can.
okay,
We got
we got
Jared Gummison doing it for Boots' house. Not Boots' apartment, his house. Out front.
My bad.
Is Haywood back?
I think you're not back.
It's fine.
All right, Matty B, call the leader real quick. I'm gonna charge this up for Haywood, and then we'll be right back.
Gotcha. We got Gummison out front of I'm not quite sure. Yeah, McPherson. All right, now I got live timing. We're gonna figure this out, guys. But the big story in this one, Cash Woods. He's in the 3 spot, so this would be huge for him. Obviously, he's in the driver's seat for the championship in that West Series, as Gummison is getting looser than Jared's pants after the Subway diet through those whoops. But Gummison, McPherson, Woods, and then Pankow. Dude, that's my competition from Open AMs on Sundays. I've been racing that guy ever since they went on East Coast, and he qualifies top 10 in 250 West. He's running 4th right now. Might make the East-West main, so that's making me feel good that I at least have some competition in AMs. My bags of sand aren't completely filled, but here comes McPherson up the inside and got the move done. McPherson into the lead now. Gummison back to 2nd, and here comes Woods up the inside trying to follow McPherson through. Single up the inside, and he's not quite there in time. Just going to sit back. He's got to be smart here. He's just got to make the main. The gate pick's already torched, so just get in that top 4.
Yeah, it was a very, very trying heat race for the 14 of Cash Woods. Oh, almost got dualies out front as Gummison got it back around McPherson after he took the lead. McPherson over the bars on the finish line, jump out of 2nd.
He should have feared that.
Pankow, Pilsner going to go by. Nerona, Bollinger opens up a door of opportunity for some of these other guys. So, yeah, we lost Haywood for this LCQ, but I'm going to try to charge up his mics and get him back for the next LCQ. So we'll be back on the other side. It's still a lot of static, huh? Okay.
I'm rooting so hard for Pankow just because he's an Open AM. I feel like these Open AM guys are like, I'm in a fraternity. Like, they're my brothers. Because we're out there just about to die every weekend virtually. It's pretty great.
Turn off that input.
I did. I think it should be better now. Yeah, we should be good. All right, so we are back calling this LCQ, as mentioned. Jared Gummison, Cash Woods, Caden Pankow, Joseph Pilsner, the transfer positions, but Ben Nerona is trying to close that gap down in a hurry. He wants to get up there and mix it up with these fellas. Let's see what ends up happening through this rhythm section. Down the inside, can Nerona get there? Burkini's trying to make it happen to the inside. It's close.
Not quite. Smart move to back it down. You got to pick your spots and choose wisely. You can't just throw it in there and take both you guys down, because with East-West, it's way too stacked to be having a bunch of mistakes and still putting it in there. I mean, Nerona's in this thing for a reason. It's not like it's a cakewalk to get into these mains when it's all the East and West guys together. I feel like this is even harder than the real life East-West because nobody's hurt.
Yeah, I mean, it's everyone's just hitting right now and trying to make their way into this main event. And if you don't make it, a lot of lost points in your championship as well, because there's going to be a lot of guys that you're battling with in that kind of midfield battle that will make it through. Nerona's looking inside. Actually gets into.
Was that a brake check?
I think it kind of was.
That looked like it. Either that or he had my corner speed. One of the two.
Definitely checked up even a little bit.
His
and
team
Nerona
name
just
is
ran
out
into
of
him.
pocket, whoever that just was. Nexus, Xanax, Metal Militia. What a combo. Xanax and Metal Militia. You couldn't have two opposite things.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man.
That's absolutely criminal.
Dude,
criminal.
Ashika, no choice. All right, now I'm a Nerona fan.
All right, we'll watch Nerona now from P5, see if we can see where he's gaining time or maybe even losing time. Actually, you know what? I'm going to change it up. We got a lead battle going on. Cash Woods is taking it over. Race leader change from Jared Gummison. Gummison settles in behind him, and I think when you got a championship leader in the LCQ, if you're Jared Gummison, you're just trying to make it through. You don't want to fight this, red plate holder and maybe put yourself down.
Oh, man, that's such a loose run through the whoops. Every time these guys get that seesaw back and forth action, I feel like it's just Jesus take the wheel and just hope that you don't get a 6 or 9 second fall off. But, Woods just needs to keep it together. It's not like he doesn't know what he's doing. I mean, his plates are red for a reason. So I think this is, though, it's a testament to how deep the field is, because he's been very dominant on the West, but I mean, making this main hasn't been easy for him.
Not at all. The heat race was brutal for Cash Woods. He's been able to turn it around. Good start in the LCQ and finally into the race lead for the first time tonight. Let's see if he can take off with this thing and win it. Caden Pankow got around Jared Gummison. Your guy is showing up tonight, Matty.
Doing it for the AMs, and it's so funny because I don't even know Pankow. I might not even be saying his name right, but I race him, so like he's in the Brotherhood, baby. Let's go. Put it in the main. And I'm also stoked that he's in this because I don't have to race him this Sunday. So it's a double whammy. I'm hyped about all of it. Yeah,
definitely a guy that you're marking yourself against, and looks like he's doing pretty well against these fellas at least.
He's faster than me for sure. I beat him this past weekend because I think he crashed like 100 times, but he's definitely quite a bit better than me.
Well, only one of you guys has a national championship to your credit, so
touche.
Take that, Caden Pankow.
When did he win that?
I don't know, man. We do know when you did, though. Jared Gummison, though, holding on in third, and then Nerona into the transfer spot got around Pilsner, so Pilsner's got to try to get back to him. Jackson Vick also coming as well, and we know Vick
Oh, what's he doing back here?
raw speed out the wazoo for the 18 machine, so he's going to absolutely lay down some sprint laps here. Last lap and a half or so of this race to close up on Pilsner, and hopefully Nerona late in this thing. Oh, Pilsner, a little short on that triple. Vic goes to the outside.
Vic's another one. I think he's getting his virtual Supercross racing in preparation for real life, because I'm thinking if everything keeps going how it's going, he's going to be in Supercross one day. He is a nasty real life rider, like Loretta's champ, always up front at the amateur nationals. Not sure what's going on right now because he was not at the this year's rendition of him, but he's trying to get into this race's rendition of the main event. What a move! Absolute suicide bomb, but he gets the move done. Wow.
Had to cut the tough block there after the triple, though. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. I don't know that he's going to get to Nerona anyway, so it might not matter. These four have kind of established themselves as the front runners, especially with Cash Woods pulling away in the race lead. So 2 more straightaways really to get through for these guys, and they're on their way to the East-West Showdown here in St. Louis. Gummison just up the road. Cash Woods 2 turns to go. Does fight his way through, and the West Championship leaders in the main event out of the LCQ. He wins this 250 LCQ in St. Louis. Gummison over the line in second. Pankow third, and Nerona does get fourth. Jackson Vick just short.
Man.
He's going to be talking to Moser this week.
Moser, who is that guy?
He's
I'm bummed that Vic's out, but I am glad that Nerona got in because he put the honorary no choice in his name. So at least no choice is being ran in the main event. But at the same time, I know Vic doesn't have a choice. I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, does anybody in this race really have one other than to get super loose virtually?
just straight up no choice, man. They got to throw it down.
There's not often that you do. Whenever I am provided with a choice, I don't even know what to think. I mean, man, oh my gosh, he was provided with the choice to Larry Loop.
Too many laughs tonight, I'm telling you, man. I can't hold it back. But yeah, I mean, good ride for Cash Woods. Like, is this redeeming for him going into the main event? Like, enough so that he's turned his night around and will get into a position where he could battle?
I don't think so, because he only won the LCQ by 4 seconds, and he's used to winning main events by, like, usually more than that, I think. So I don't necessarily think it's redeeming. I think it's just, like, crisis averted. It's not a total disaster. I mean, it was a little bit of a pressure cooker, but, I mean, compared to what Seth Carr had to deal with last week, that was nothing. I mean, how about that dude getting in off cuts from 5th in the LCQ while Tyson Fresquez is in the main from the heat? I thought we were stuck in the Matrix last week. That was crazy.
It was crazy. We almost had our championship leader just straight up not even make it, and ends up getting on the box at the end of the night. So it just shows how quickly your night can turn around. Speaking of turning your night around, there are 22 riders going to the gate in this 450 LCQ that desperately hope they're one of the 4 that make it into tonight's main event, and a lot of big names in this one as well. We got Nicky T, we got Tyson Fresquez.
Should have started with Devin Davis.
That's the biggest name of them all. Most career starts, Devin Davis.
I so believe that. Has he taken like extended breaks, or has he just been grinding the whole time?
Not really. I mean, there's been a few like halves of seasons that he's missed because he'll get pissed off halfway through and then stop doing it. But I mean, it's been pretty steady, I feel like it would.
Because I got to give it to him. I'm pretty impressed with, I feel like he's kind of still got it. Like, to make mains in this 450 class is pretty insane. So for him to be able to do that, it's pretty impressive for old Sim Chiz.
Your Jack Fowler not on the, what is it? What's the list that he's not on?
Well, they said it was a clown list. I don't even have a clown list. I just said that Braden Tharp did a clown move.
Well, Jack Fowler's saying, please stop talking Burkeen. So he might be on your clown list here now. He's going after A-Wood in the chat. Going after Burkeen.
Wait, so I defend Fowler and he tells me to stop talking? Now you're on it, buddy. You're
it
on
might
the
not
list.
even be him. It might be someone impersonating him. Yeah, I'm not going to say what he said.
Mercy. Yeah, I defended him. You guys were trying to get me to call him a clown. I said, no, we're cool.
Mega Chase, I don't know if I'm coming to PIR this year. As of right now, no, but that could change. So hold on to your hats and glasses. I'm going to keep charging that for this LCQ A-Wood, and then hopefully it works all the way through the main events. So try it out. But yeah, we are about ready to go for the 450 last chance qualifier, the race I always dreaded it being in and was in far too often every single week when I raced. Race Factor Gaming Underground RC Supercross. Devin Davis starting in the outer half of the gate. A lot of good names up the inside, including Hayden Deegan lookalike Blake O'Brien. Let's see how he does off the gate. 4 riders go to the main event. Everybody else is heading home. Let's find out who they are.
Good start for my guy Devin Ryan on the Zook. Come on, we're not going 0 for 12. Does he have the shot?
Maybe.
Devin Ryan. Oh, Padani hole shot. And
Yep.
Devin's in absolute jeopardy. Oh, my gosh.
Padani gets the whole shot, pushes Devin Ryan out, and
and Ryan's
Devin
down, it's
Ryan
over.
gets landed on. It's Jover as Johnny Padani comes up short on that triple in. Max Wilczek to the inside is going to make the pass on him. Padani loses 2 positions. Will it be 3 as up the inside comes Braden Castellaneta. Nick Thomas-Sunis, woo, rubbing number plates on that triple jump right there.
Are we sure that's him? He didn't throw a whip over that jump.
But gets into position. He's 4th early on. Wilczek, Wyatt Grant, Braden Castellaneta, and Nick Thomas-Sunis up in the mix here early. Padani almost lands on Nick Thomas-Sunis as they square off the corner and go into the whoops. Padani, great ride in the whoops.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, and Nick Thomas-Sunis goes right to left across his nose, and Padani stays on 2 wheels, gets in the transfer
He
spot.
flat landed and landed on the concrete, too, off the side of the jump. I have no idea how he made it through that, but wow. Padani, they both got off lucky right there.
Yeah, I thought Nicky T was absolutely killing him, but he ends up staying up. Now he's got to try to fend off a bit of a cast of characters behind him trying to get through. We got Devin Johnson, Noah Bindis, Aaron Rockefeller, Austin Bear, all back here. Devin Johnson's so OG that I think he retired before Burkeen even came around. I don't even know if you remember that.
I don't know that I do.
Okay, so there you go. Back at it this year. Good to see him back. We got a new leader, though. Wyatt Grant to the front. The Ashika 27 got a podium 2 weeks ago at Birmingham, I believe it was. Bit of a rough round last time out in Detroit, but back out front here in this LCQ, Matty B and the younger Grant looking sharp out here in MXM.
And he is fast and loose. I feel like he just runs burner after burner out there. Kellen, didn't he start in 250 West and just kind of say F it halfway through, just going to be a 450 rider?
He won a 250 West main event at Glendale earlier this year and then just decided to move up. So he's full 450 full time now, I guess, and made it work right off the rip getting on the box, but last week a bit rougher.
Yeah, that was cool. We saw him do a little bit of a different line there. He actually went over that step on, step off, and then tripled out. We've been seeing pretty much everybody else go on, off, and then double. So at least we got a couple of options in the contract. He almost did a little nose bonk, going for the handy dip maybe.
Trying to get a little bit of style out there. We know the Grants are a stylish family as they
it's in the DNA.
have always been. Yeah, it is in the DNA, that's for sure. Castellaneta looks like he's pulling up on him a little bit. Meanwhile, we got a battle going on. Noah Bindis and Nick Thomas-Sunis changing positions because Thomas-Sunis is down on the triple landing. He was up into a transfer spot and then laid it down. He's back to 8th. D. Davis went through, Austin Bear, Rockefeller, and then Bindis. So now Bindis, bubble spot man right now. How you feeling about Noah Bindis in the bubble spot, Matty B? Is he looking okay?
Oh, that's risky business to be Bindis right now, I'll tell you what. He's got right behind him a host of guys who don't want to be watching the stream when the 450 main takes off. They want to be in that thing, and I feel like, oh gosh, we almost just cased that and went to Indonesia, but if he can just hang on and be mistake-free, I feel like he's got the speed to hang in there, but it's one mistake's going to be about 4 or 5 positions at least.
We do have a bit of a change. Castellaneta laid it down somewhere and got back on the track right in front of Aaron Rockefeller. So he's in the mix. D. Davis just went over the bars into the Davalos bales. Looks like his night might be done right there. See if he can regroup and try to get anywhere near a transfer position. But yeah, Castellaneta now up onto the rear fender of Rockefeller. Still has Austin Bear right behind him. And looks like Bindis went down. So Castellaneta's in the spot. Rockefeller went by. And Castellaneta has to be defensive with Austin Bear right behind him.
This is so gnarly. All these guys, only a couple of spots. Some of them are going through. Most of them are getting sent packing. We only got, what, a minute and a lap to settle this thing?
Yeah, Rockefeller back onto the bubble spot. Austin Bear is right there. Yogi number 99. Rockefeller thought about a move on Castellaneta. Backed out of the challenge inside to the step on, step off. 3 riders in shot. Only 2 go to the main event. Who will it be, Matty B?
I am... Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's not going to do it. I was going to say, for the consistency factor, I got my eye on Austin Bear because I feel like he's really good.
Castellaneta
down. But Bear is really good. I feel like he just picks a line and he does it, very consistently without a whole lot of mistakes or crashes. But I think we just lost one. No, not quite. But, gosh, there's so much going on right now. I can't even hardly keep track of who's even in this battle. They've been going back and forth. They're also interchangeable. We got half the skins. Half of them all look the same. It's pandemonium.
Hubbard is the one that got into the mix here because Rockefeller moved back into the transfer spot with Castellaneta going down, and Hubbard from P5 is closing up. He's sitting 13th in points. He wants to get up there.
And Bear all the way into third?
Yeah, Bear all the way up to third, as you just said. Look at Hubbard to the inside trying to make that pass.
Oh, man.
It almost lands on him. Goes up the inside, and they're crossing over each other. Hubbard swings wide.
What was that?
Aaron Rockefeller just stopped in the corner and let Hubbard have it.
Did he see a state trooper on the highway?
I don't know. Austin Bear now mistaken. Wilczek goes through. Rockefeller goes by as well as Bear. Goes back to 6th. Different options through here. Wilczek a bit out of sorts. Rockefeller going deep on the 3. Man, this is absolute chaos as Wilczek is now in a transfer spot out of nowhere. But he's making mistakes as well. He doesn't look comfortable in this position either.
I'm honestly so spun out by this battle. I'm starting to wonder if I should even be offering an opinion. There's so much going on. I think I'm missing half of it.
So Wilczek, as the white flag comes out, is still in 4th. It's Grant, Padani, Hubbard, and Wilczek in the transfer spot. Rockefeller, Castellaneta, heck, even Noah Bendis is still right there, and they want to get in.
Like, where did Wilczek even come from?
Oh, Rockefeller down. Castellaneta going for a bit of a ride, but he saves it. Austin Bear right behind...
oh, my, transfer.
Somebody right there as Bear transfers to the left side of the track. Castellaneta's got to close this down on Max Wilczek with a half lap to go. Can he get there? It's looking unlikely, Matty B.
Castellaneta does have the speed, but he's also had way too many mistakes. So this is going to be a full Benjamin Franklin to the finish thing. Because, I mean, if you're 4th, you're in. If you're 5th or worse, you're out. So you might as well throw the kitchen sink at it and crash or make the move. There's no reason to do anything in between.
First career LCQ win. Wyatt Grant gets it done out front. Padani, Hubbard, Wilczek. Looks like it's going to stay this way with one turn to go.
Yeah, he's got it. Whipping his way into the main. Yacht.
Loving it. Max Wilczek transfers to the main event. Castellaneta, Noah Bendis, Aaron Rockefeller. Austin Bear misses out. Tyson Fresquez going home early. Hate to see it, but you still love to see him at the races.
I mean, Tyson being back is like RC showing back up in 2026.
It is.
It's a sight to see for sure. And he put it in the main last week. Like, talk about not being all that washed. Actually, I don't even know if he's much washed at all. It's just the level has gotten so much gnarlier. Like, I think we were talking about, I love the front flip from Devin Ryan. At least did something cool for me on stream. But we were talking a couple weeks ago, or maybe even last time I was here, but I feel like now, like, the open amateur level is almost closer to what we used to have back in that day than what pro is now.
Yeah.
It's out of control how fast and how tight it is at the front of the pro 450 especially.
Definitely true. All right, main event's coming up here in just a second. We're going to send you guys to a real quick commercial break. We'll be back on the other side of this with more Underground RC Supercross on Start Your Systems.
Have you been to the area's premier radio-controlled hobby shop and raceway? Underground Raceway and Hobbies in Great Northern Mall has 2 indoor tracks for racing at every experience level. Don't have your own car? No problem. You can rent one from us. When you're ready to get your own, we've got an on-site hobby shop with everything you need, including all the popular brands. Underground Raceway and Hobbies has kits for land, sea, and air. Cars, boats, planes, you name it. Come see us next to Dick's in the Great Northern Mall in Clay.
All right, welcome back into round number 12 of the 2026 Underground RC Supercross Championship here in MX Simulator. Kellen Brower, Andrew Wood, and the man, the myth, the legend, Matthew Burkeen in the booth here tonight. 250 main coming up, Showdown. What do we got, fellas?
It's going to be a showdown, that's for sure. Would
Gonna
we
be a
get
showdown.
canceled if we start calling it a shootout? Because I missed the shootout.
It's the shootout around here.
Yeah, that's kind of
I
where
was
I'm
being
at.
very PC earlier. It was kind of nice. It's called it Showdown twice, and it felt weird. Doesn't it just roll off the tongue? But, I mean, dude, it's going to be gnarly. The only problem is Braden Tharp, out of seeing the two, the two leaders of East and West Coast, Braden Tharp looks like he's the one that's got it together the most. Didn't have to go to the LCQ, so a little bit worried over there.
I got to give it to Tharp, dude. He's got enough presence of mind to win 250 races and protest 450 racers. Like, he's got a lot going on. He rips, though.
By the way, it does sound like Cash Woods has a chance to clinch tonight.
Wait,
as
what?
long as he doesn't lose 5 points to Schiabro or 17 to Joey Carter. So basically,
Because they only have 2 rounds left after this. That's
Yeah.
right. Because Deegan has the same thing
Right.
in real life this weekend.
basically, if he gets on the box, I think he's champ.
So if he missed, that main event would have been huge.
It could have been, yeah. I mean, he's got a big lead,
I
but
mean, you go from clinching to you would be behind, down potentially 25 points.
Nah, he wouldn't be down.
Or
He'd
down.
still have a good lead. He just wouldn't be able to clinch it until the next one.
Oh yeah, not a big math guy right now.
Me either. It's all right, though.
yeah,
Really.
55-point lead to Schiabro. So as long as he walks away with still having that gap to Schiabro, then he is going to be your champion here tonight. So keep an eye on that for Cash Woods. We'll watch Schiabro. We'll watch as well Joey Carter to see if any of that gap can change. We'll also watch Braden Tharp in the East and see how things go for him. But it is time to drop the gate here in the Showdown again. Another Showdown a week, 2 weeks later from the first one in Birmingham. Revs are up. Board is sideways. Gate is down. Let's go in St. Louis.
Big jump from one of the KTMs out of the middle. Is that Cheesecake?
I'm not sure who that is. That's,
that's
Joey
Joey
Carter.
Carter.
Dr. Do Racing. Whole shot. Brought to you by Stats Guy into the lead.
Oh!
And Jake Spieth gets crossed up in front of him. Carter's got the lead. Rogers with Tharp up here in the mix. We also got Fatosa and Evan Holt inside of the top 5, but Joey Carter out front.
Dr. Do just doing it. This guy plays sim from 9 to 5, I think, every day. So to see the hard work paying off, you love that. And honestly, I'm not even hating. That dude's streaming the whole time. Like, he's always got something for us.
He's got something figured out with his starts that it seems
They're
every
insane.
single week he's just back to back to back, just always here and always making a presence. And look at the lead that he's already got in a clean run, blitzing the whoops too. Let's be. I want to keep an eye on that, see if he's still looking at it. Braden Tharp followed by Fatosa, who gets into that inside bail there. Are our top 3, but it's already pretty spread out.
It's nice to have you back, What I forgot you were here for a minute.
I did. It was kind of nice. Took some time off to hang out in the chat with the
homies?
people. Yeah, I'm a man of the people. So, nice little spread out here. Joey Carter leading by a second and 4 seconds back to Fatosa, and then the rest of the field.
Carter
down.
Died.
Big time over the berm. He doesn't even get into the Steve Mathis Memorial nets because he was down before he got
They
there. He's
couldn't
going to
save
lose
him.
several positions and fall outside of, I think, the top 10 just about as he gets going in 10th, actually. So Lawson Dye, Jake Spieth, Jeremy Schiabro, Tucker Zimmerman, Evan Holt all went through. Ryan Pinkerton, Elliott Person, Andre Fatosa, and now your new leader is Braden Tharp. And I'll tell you what, with the 9 out front and a gap already established, this could be a goodbye type of race for the BT number 1 machine from the West Coast last year, number 9 out in the East, but your points leader out front running away here in St. Louis.
This is dangerous. I feel like he's so good at just getting out front and running these burner laps, lap after lap. Like, every time I've spec'd this guy in the server, he just gets out front and builds a gap, like, every lap. It's just a little bit more. So this is kind of not looking great for the rest of the field, but it's also not looking too great for, where's our guy? Cash Woods, all the way down in 18th. He was 17th when I last looked. Now he's dropped down to 18th. So he's buried super deep, and if he wants to wrap up this championship, you can't lose 5 points to Schiabro, and he's losing way more than 5 points to him right now. Schiabro's up in 8th.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the only thing is, I mean, he's done enough throughout the rest of his championship to build up that buffer. He may not be able to clinch early, but he's still looking good, even if he has his worst round of the year so far, to take this thing home in the end. But yeah, doesn't have to get to celebrate a little bit early, maybe move up and race 450s. He's stuck down here racing, and a little nerve-wracking every week is Marcus Tharp.
Wow.
I
saw
wasn't
him.
expecting that.
He did like a cross-up whip where you kind of just sit forward, mistime your like seat bounce or your body movement, and just slowly went over. I thought he was going to be able to save it, but puts it down, and that moves Elliott Person up to the lead with Feitosa and Holtze right on his rear wheel.
What an international
Braden Tharp
top 3.
holding down fourth. Oh, yeah.
Is that 2 Europeans and a Canadian?
It's
maybe a
European,
Brazilian?
a Brazilian, and a Canadian. Yeah,
A
Elliott Person from
transcontinental top 3.
Sweden,
Unreal.
Canada, Brazil, 1, 2, 3,
That's
and then
crazy.
an American with Tharp getting in the mix now. Goes into third again. Zimmerman's right there. Schiabro's having a hell of a race. He's up into sixth as well. This is actually turning into a really good battle out front between all these guys as Holtze and Elliott Person are going at it.
Yeah, I'm blanking on who it was. Tharp crashing right there just made this race 100 times better because it was looking like he was taking the boys to Gapplebee's full course meal, and now it's anybody's race. And we were talking about Woods earlier. It's not looking good right now. Actually, I was just gonna say I still think he clinches, but update, he's in last. So never mind. I don't think he does clinch this time.
Yeah, I mean, and Braden Tharp going down on that triple there, he's only, he's within 2 seconds of the lead right now. So just kind of crazy here. We see Evan Holtze on that Yamaha getting a little bit closer section by section, but you see that red plate in the back of Braden Tharp also keeping these guys in check. Different lines here. Person going to go for the Bobby Big line. Doesn't quad out, though. They both end up triple singling there. So they are maybe slowly going to get into a battle and hold themselves up. I see a good angle for Tharp to kind of come up and take this thing by the balls.
Is it Holt or Holty?
Holt.
Holt was fighting for the 450 win last week, was he not? I know he was leading for a little bit, fighting for the podium. So, I mean, that experience battling up front with those 450 guys, this showdown, even just having all these East-West guys is nothing for him. He was just battling up front in the 450 class.
Yeah, Holtz always had really, really good speed, and sometimes the inconsistency has really hurt him, but definitely has a race-winning potential in this 250 division as well as the 450s, as you mentioned. So seeing him up here is no surprise, but really cool to see Elliott Person back and on form. We know he can run up front and battle for wins. Braden Tharp, Jake Spieth is a former winner of the Showdown. But I'll tell you what, fastest rider on the track right now, new fast lap of the race out of Tanner Rogers, the RPF Kawasaki, up into fifth place, doing a little bit of mad skills motocross through that rhythm section, working on Jake Spieth trying to get into fourth, and he's cooking right now, fellas.
You talked about how he's been fast for a long time or around for a long time. I mean, I can even remember it back in like 14, 15, back when I was in my run. I remember him having crazy speed and like being able to out-qualify me even back then. So it's clear that he's still got it, and he's evolved with the road with all these guys that have come into the game. So it's cool to see he's still around and still up front, because some of us are all washed up right out of the shower. I mean, fighting for AMA, I've said it before, I'll say it again, but Rogers is barking.
Hey, shout out to Patches as well, subbing up on
O'Houlihan?
Twitch. O'Houlihan. I'll tell you what. Subbed up with their Prime sub for 3 months over on Twitch, so thank you so much for the support as Rogers does finally get back into fifth place around Zimmerman. Spieth, Tharp kind of catching Holt a little bit right now as Person opens up about a 1.5 second race lead. Cashwood still 20th place, by the way, and with Schiabro ahead of him, I don't know, actually. He's not gaining too many points in 17th place, so it might come down to how much points Joey Carter gains, and somehow, some way, Cashwoods might still walk out of here as the champion as we get to the end of the night. In fact, yeah, as it sits right now, he was...
Oh my gosh, Schiabro's
Would be
throwing
the champ?
it down to 17th for Schiabro, so I think he would be champ right now.
Yeah.
Because it's only 3 points difference between him right now, and it's got to be 5 that he's got to lose. So right now, Cash Woods would be the champ by finishing 20th. How bizarre is that?
That is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, was dead last earlier on. He feels like a little Hunter, like Hunter Lawrence last week in real life, where he had to go out there and every little point mattered to save him. You know, fighting from 20th to 18th could be huge for him too. But yeah, bad race by the rest of the guys in this series, and just perfectly timing it, I guess. If you're going to have a bad night when everybody else does.
Special guest in chat, transfer god Devin Simonson shows his face. He's excited Matty B's up in here tonight.
Devin Simonson is the GOAT, dude. He's got a feature coming in my not Birmingham, that was like 2 weeks ago. My St. Louis preview tomorrow, because he's one of the homies and he's absolutely doing the damn thing. So don't shout me out, shout himself out, dude. He's killing it.
Yeah, Devin Simonson's rocking it this year. Love to see that. Okay, so
sick.
as they run points Tharp looks like he's up. It's so tough to read that. I apologize that I can't even see that. But points as they run, Tharp looks like it's 136 to 100 for Spieth.
Check out
as far as I can
Elliott.
tell.
Yup.
Yeah, look at that.
He
Almost in the
threw a quad.
4, yeah. Tell you what, though, Tharp got around Holt, and he is a-coming.
He's got the shovel out.
Jake Spieth just ran 58.6, new fast lap of the race in 4th, but a 59.9 out of Tharp. 59.2, his personal best lap time, not too far off of what we're seeing out of what Spieth is doing behind. But I feel like Tharp's closing up on Elliott Person here a little bit. Oh, no, actually, he went down. I didn't even see that. He's down in transition, and there is Rogers trying to get by him to the outside. Not going to work, but some clean air now for Jake Spieth to try to close that gap down with those raw laps he's putting in.
Jake Spieth too, yeah, fastest lap time of the race last time around, and we're 9 laps in, and also gave out his 5 donation subs earlier on Twitch and subbed himself. So maybe a little bit of good karma coming to him. You hear about the commentator curse. Now that almost scared me. Almost a double whip there, but now great run inside the top 3 and moving his way forward. Definitely faster than the rest of the guys in front of him. And chasing down Holtzy. And, is that a rider down? Is that Elliott Person?
That was Elliott Person. Our leader is down, and Evan Holt has taken over the lead here in the 250 East-West Showdown. Jake Spieth is trying to go with him. It's a District Designs 1-2, but it is
Shocker.
kind of the B riders. I don't want to call them that, but obviously we've seen what Tharp and Cash Woods can do out front in their programs, respectively, East and West. But Evan Holt racing West, Jake Spieth racing East. He's quadding up into the corner right now. And we got a bit of a showdown between the teammates on the opposite coast out front.
Besides Holt, this is pretty much like East Coast domination, right? I mean, I think Holt's the only one holding it down for Weast right now.
Weast.
Spieth, Person, Tharp, Rogers. I don't know about Gummison, but yeah, those guys are all East. Got Pancows fighting for the top 10, no choice.
Oh, look at that mistake from Holtzy, and Spieth to the outside takes the race lead just like that. Jake Spieth to the front.
The shootout god.
Holtzy's trying to hop his way through the whoops and get back to the inside, and he's got it.
NBA to the lead.
Look at that. Jake Spieth could not get a run for the triple, and Holt got him right back. Elliott Person and Tharp are going back and forth, by the way, in the background. The Ashika KTM's going at it for their own little battle back there, so that's cool. Man, Spieth is not done with Holtzy out front. He wants to go get him.
Yeah, I love these 2 battles, the 2 Yamahas and the 2 KTMs here. Who can nail these rhythms?
God.
Quad up in the middle. I feel like I don't see that one as much as you see the quad exiting the corner. But now Spieth does get a better drive even after clipping that first jump in. Gets the quad over the table there. But watch this. Almost a small mistake there. They both funnel to the outside. So Spieth is going to hold on to it. Holtzy is all over him, though.
Call Spieth the Cottonmouth King. He just went quad up. Shout out to MX vs. ATV, whatever game that was. But
Untamed.
Spieth is like, seriously, he won the last, he won the shootout in Birmingham, didn't he?
No.
He didn't?
I don't, I thought it was...
Man, I must be cooked.
Somebody else. But no, you might be right. It might have been Spieth, but I'm totally misremembering. I was looking at the points right now because Cash Woods on 165, Schiabro on 111, so that gap would still be 50 points.
Him,
54
Schiabro,
points.
He, Schiabro, and Carter are all together in the race too, 12, 13, and 14.
Wow, that's crazy that Woods is having a terrible night, and he still might clinch this championship. Oh, man, look at this. Holtzy's getting the rhythms a little bit cleaner again and putting a run down on Jake Spieth.
We got E-Road coming into play, too. You can see these guys out of some of these corners doing the Cooper Webb cut down, turning down low, trying to avoid the kickers, coming out of the corners into the next rhythm sections, because you can get some mystery trips to Indonesia, like ASAP, as soon as possible, every time.
Shout out Matty B knowing more than I do. Jake Spieth did win the showdown in Birmingham.
Oh,
so
okay. That was kind of a shot in the dark.
You're nailing the stats. I'm not even doing good anymore. Spieth. Oh, I thought he was going through the front door as there's both going to hop it through the whoops.
Oh, my.
Holtzy
There's
down.
a stat for you. Holt's down.
Oh,
dude, that's a bummer. I feel like that's the battle for the win. Pretty much over unless we get a major mistake out of Spieth. But now he knows he's gone. He knows he's in the clear. So I would expect him to kind of dial it back and just take it easy. But we're also going to have lappers. We also got the 23rd rider. That is the E-Road and MX Simulator. So anything could happen, but he's looking good for this thing.
Man, that happened quick. And that gap has opened up to 7.5 seconds over this man. New second place rider Elliott Person has disposed of his teammate Tharp and gotten a little bit of clean air. Holtzy back to third. Here is Rogers versus Tharp. Battle it out for fourth. And then Gummison having a great ride behind these guys. Not too far back either on the 74. So shout out to him.
Doing it for Boots Condo.
Boots House in the 6th spot. Tucker Zimmerman 7th.
How shot am I?
Dylan Dallaire 8th. Seth Crotty 9th. And Schiabro is 10th. Oh, Cash Woods.
He's good.
Front flips out of it. I was just about to say that could be a lot of lost points right there because everyone's still pretty close. Schiabro just got a few more points in his favor. This is going to come down to like the bitter end in terms
really
of clinching this championship for Cash Woods tonight.
And the thing that Schiabro does not have in his corner is they're back here in their positions where it's just 1 point per position. You know, if Schiabro is up front, he could get that 5-point gap between first and third. But since they're back here, he's got to put 5 positions between he and Cash. So that's going to be a little tough. But if Cash keeps going acrobat mode, then I'm done making predictions. Just anything could happen in this game. Wow, look at the kicker on the way. There's a curb right there.
Looks like Schiabro threw it away somewhere because he made a mistake and has lost that position. So he was up there, and now he's going down again, and it's a legs.
Looking good for Cash. Cash money.
Joey Carter went by him in that process, but yes, it is definitely looking up for Cash Woods at this point in time. Didn't even have it on my radar that he could clinch tonight because it's that early, but he's racked up the championship lead a la Hayden Deegan IRL. And he might be on his way to clinching this championship here tonight. Pinkerton down the inside showing him a nose, but Woods still holding on for the 11th position. Trying to get around Nygren on the 94 just ahead of him.
Shout out to Woods for a sick kit. The Yamaha red plate, the pink, whatever, Alpine Star gear. Looks pretty nasty.
Maybe a little St. Jude action too. I love the pinks and purples and stuff that they run for this round, and it does look amazing with this setup. Crazy that you can come from last, finish 11th, and still maybe clinch the championship, but horrendous nights from everybody else around him on his close. Look at how gnarly the whoops are breaking down. They're getting they get like a wall. I was warned about those in the kicker, or in the whoops, forming kickers. So some of these guys jumping can't even really blitz anymore. But I'm scared for what those are going to turn into for the 450 main event coming up.
450 E-Road's better. Changed my mind. I've played during the 250 race and warm up, obviously, and then raced the 450 stuff, and I feel like the 450 E-Road's way sicker. Just my opinion.
All right, fair enough. I mean, it definitely is getting quite gnarly in this 250 race, so we'll see if the 450s are better as Cash Woods quadding into the corner. He's up to 10th.
And Schiabro's way back now.
Yeah, and again, Joey Carter, he's still kind of there, but not close enough, so it's looking all Cash Woods here tonight. Speaking of which, up front we go again, and Jake Spieth still got the lead, but it's down to 3 seconds. And Tanner Rogers, who we've talked about so many times here tonight with a lap and a half to go, is charging all the way to the end.
I feel like he came out of kind of nowhere to come up to second. Have I not been paying attention?
Spieth had a big lead and crashed just now, I think. I don't know, maybe a lap ago.
I don't know why. I thought Rogers was fighting back for like 4th or 5th for most of the
I think he was like 4th or 5th for most of the race, but everyone else fell down to where the second was like 9 seconds back and 5th was like 12. So
it's right here.
Moving,
white flag.
And that's not a good whip. He almost locked it up and almost went down there. So white flag lap coming around here. Jake Spieth leading by 1.1 seconds. You'll see that timing, and he's nervous, making big mistakes.
Here comes Rogers to the outside. Tanner Rogers takes the race lead on the final lap of the race. Gets off rhythm in the whoops. He's sideways. Spieth is right there. Who gets the triple? Side by side, and Rogers gets the landing clean to the inside. Tanner Rogers to the front.
Oh my gosh, that was so gnarly. Side by side, super sketchy runs through the whoops. Who can get the loosest? They both tied for that, but Rogers got a little bit lucky with that lawyer up needed from Spieth. Spieth cased the crap out of that triple, gave him just enough to where he can kind of ride his own lines to the finish here.
Spieth has got this thing down to just 5 points between he and Tharp, and this win could have been huge if he held on.
Could have been 2 points.
I know, still a straightaway and a half to go, but Tanner Rogers is looking to come through and take the showdown right from out of his nose. Final corner, big triple whip. Tanner Rogers wins the showdown in St. Louis.
Wait for cuts because he was off the track a fair amount.
Unbelievable as over the line Jake Spieth goes. 4th career main event win for Tanner Rogers, and maybe his biggest yet. Elliott Person on the box. Dallaire in 4th. Gummison up to 5th. Evan Holtz 6th. Tharp 7th. But here is the man of the night. Might let one more pass go as Pinkerton to his outside is going to get him. But as it looks right now, unofficially speaking, it seems Cash Woods has just won 250 West for 2026. And there it is, confirmed on our screen, your 250 West champion, Cash Woods.
Cash money in the bank. Congratulations. What a season, dude. He was uncontested.
Yeah, really just kind of very dominant on his coast. And honestly, Kellen, looking the other way, Braden Tharp fell very
Ninth.
far down. Fell back to
Wow.
11th after cuts here.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
So
that's huge.
crazy. Huge points drop for him. He will not be holding that red plate any longer, I don't think. Who was closest to him in the
It was
points?
Spieth.
Geez, Spieth dominant second place, almost with the win. Maybe he was a little bit nervous there too because he knew he was taking over the points lead and how far back he dropped. Definitely, I haven't seen someone choke that hard in a while. So very impressive.
Sounds like Tharp went down in the final corner and was up there right in front of Cash Woods and ends up going back to 11th. So yeah, 250 East points are upside down while the 250 West Championship has been put to bed. Many congratulations to Cash Woods, your champion for the 2026 season. To be honest, I did not expect this, so I don't have an interview with him planned, but we can get that lined up for when we go West Racing again in Denver, or maybe even for the finale. We'll get everybody to do some interviews with us then at the finale, but shout out to Cash Woods.
That's crazy. That's so many points in a regional championship to dominate like that. And look how dominant Tharp was last year and then going into this year too. He seemed like he was just kind of that guy, and then, one or two bad races just shows you that Cash Woods didn't really have those races and consistently put it up front early on when everyone else made mistakes and allowed him to have a nice, comfortable lead.
It's time to do it, boys. Who's winning the 450 mains? Time to make our picks.
I mean, do we bet against Seth Carr?
I mean, I'm going to make a pick that is against Seth Carr, but it's maybe more of a hope and just the fact, because I don't really want to see a Seth Carr win. No offense to Seth Carr, but every time he wins, the championship just gets more and more boring. So with all due respect to him, I don't necessarily want to see a Seth Carr win, but if he does win it, obviously he deserves it. He's an alien and he's insane. So what are you guys thinking? I mean, Seth Carr, I guess.
So who's your pick?
My pick?
Yeah. Against Seth Carr.
I want to see some band redemption and running the right number from Shirley.
I knew where you were going with that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good pick. I mean, he's definitely been ripping tonight. Shoot, I don't know. It's so tough to pick other names than the established guys. Braden Carter dominated last week, and you would think he should probably do it again, but Braden Carter's been really finicky lately, so I don't know if I want to pick him.
I mean, it's kind of bold going against Eaglin, Carter, and Carr, huh?
Yeah, it
Like,
is.
it's hard.
Carter did look like shit today too, but he won by 46 seconds last week, so I'm going to take Braden Carter.
By the way,
what's up?
that was Rogers' first win since Arlington won 2021.
Wow.
5 years since Tanner Rogers.
You know it's
won
been a
race.
while when you say Arlington and then a number after it for the
Yeah.
residency.
I was expecting
The other
2020,
A1.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's a year sooner than I thought.
COVID winner.
No, that's absolutely crazy. Let's take a quick look at some kits here tonight. We haven't
I
really
like
done
that
Jake
one.
to that,
Spees
but,
in chat saying, holy
T-Lang.
points lead choke. Well,
Chase B's looking sick.
Tyler
you
Bednar,
That
choke
kid
just a
can
little
barely
bit.
be beat.
Tyler Shoei. I like Horn stuff is nice.
Whose number are we supposed to look at?
Stevenson. Where is it? Stevenson. Somewhere. Where is it?
Oh my gosh, this is.
Oh, right here. He's going
Oh.
too fast.
Oh, yeah. Is that,
That
like
is
crayons?
It's got like some drawings on it. I think it says
Yeah.
St. Jude.
That is cool.
That would be sick
That's a
if
nice
you
touch.
like had your niece or nephew or something like draw you a thing.
I
St.
asked
Jude
someone
gives
earlier what it was.
back.
Yeah, that's
It looks like
pretty
it says
badass.
St. Jude gives
It
back,
does.
but then the back is a BACK in colors on the bottom. Unreal.
Let me see here.
You want a Ling Ling?
Yeah, Sully sent me the drawings, but then he didn't say. He didn't say what it's, who it is or what it is or anything like that. But yeah, no, it's pretty cool.
That's sick.
Very, very cool. Oh no, we're close
Yeah,
up.
we're
We'll check.
deep up. That looks like when people put the 360 cams in their mouth and
Yeah,
bite them. It gives you like the forehead.
you get that the train guy.
Yeah.
The train guy
Yeah.
always has those. Yeah.
Legend.
I don't know if I know what you're talking
Thomas
about.
Bourgeois.
Now I definitely know I don't know what you're
St.
talking
Jude gives
about.
hope.
Oh, I'll have to show you, Burkeen. There's a guy in the
He just got
UK.
off, so.
There's a guy in the UK that like he's a train spotter, but he's like so into it. Like every time he sees a train, he cries because like. And I'm not talking like crazy cool, like oh, it's a steam engine train from 100 years ago. It's like no, the 5 line is going by today. He cries. It's pretty cool, actually. I like
it's
it.
pretty hyped up.
Yep.
He has like a 360.
Oh, wow.
Looks like you.
Stop. That's criminal.
Yeah, I'm not going to exactly say he's my twin.
Not fair.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go, folks. Round 12 of Underground RC Supercross live on Start Your Systems from St. Louis starts right now.
Ash Deering hole shot. Okay, not an Ash Deering hole shot.
37 of Horn, 24 of
Stevenson.
Stevenson, side by side into the turn.
Stevenson's
It's going
got
to be
it.
Hayden Stevenson, stats guy, whole shit.
Kellen, I could not have done that any better myself.
Out front and leading this thing. Padani, Seth Shirley, Luke Sullivan up there. Eaglin inside the top 5. Seth Carr 17th. Actually, he and Carter are down together in turn 2. They're 21st and 22nd.
Dude.
That was almost
A Deering dually.
A Deering dually. Hayden Stevenson, yeah, taking advantage of all of the top guys, heavy hitters, starting way back in the back of the field. You know what, Kellen? The problem is that those guys have the ability to go 22nd to first. So,
They really do.
dude.
Padani, inside line, Johnny Padani. Takes the race lead.
Oh,
Stevenson
Shirley's down.
stack up in the background. T-Lane. It was Shirley.
Stevenson.
Shirley and Stevenson down together after the Supercross triple. So
hate to see
Stevenson
it.
gets that one lap lead, coughs it up to Johnny Padani. Now it's Luke Sullivan, Colby Eaglin, Ash Deering, T-Lane inside the top 5. Carr and Carter still 20th and 21st place. Unbelievable.
But Donnie from the LCQ, he's getting that DC shoes, refused to lose. How much was it? Like 10 grand? Maybe he could could we give him 10,000 knobbies if he wins this?
I think
Maybe. I don't know, man.
Pretty cool.
not sprockets though. Those
Yeah,
are really
Awood thought you
expensive.
used sprockets to pay for this series. Imagine it'd be like $1,000 to race Supercross.
That's how long I haven't raced. And Johnny Padani, though, showing us his sprocket as he's upside down there. Colby
And the drain
Eaglin
plug.
now just right in front of Luke Sullivan and Ash Deering hooding up the back of this train, the caboose, if you will. But look at all these 450 guys blitzing through. I wonder if we're going to see any of them jump or maybe jump as
Sully.
the road gets down later. Maybe it just got that bad because the 250s were jumping from the start. Sully out the track and Deering gets that position over. So now these guys are battling for trying to hold off his podium spot here as Deering is just barely in third.
Let's go, Ash. He's not even looking like a Deering in the headlights. He's looking like he belongs up there. Let's go. And this thing's really setting up good for that
Whoa.
was very sketchy. Wow, that was sketchier than kindergarten artwork. But this thing's setting up really good for Eagland.
Put it at 12
Really
o'clock
good.
going through that rhythm section. And it
Oh
is
my
setting up great for
balls.
Eaglin as Deering through the rhythm section back by Luke Sullivan. Quads doubles to the inside and takes over third place once again. Absolutely great point, though, Matt Burkeen setting up so good for Colby Eaglin with all the heavy hitters in the back. Got to try to run down Johnny Tsunami for the race lead to get his second win of the season out of the number one.
I was just about to ask. He has one win, right? But there
Yep.
you go. You just gave it right to me. And just watching these guys skim these jacked up whoops every single lap is just mind-boggling to me. Like almost more mind-boggling as when I watched Jet Lawrence lap me at like the 20-minute mark of a national. Like this is almost crazier.
It's honestly impressive, especially after watching like the real third-person cam from behind, watching Kellen hit it in his
Oh,
preview
Padani
lap.
mistake.
to the
Eaglin
lead.
hops over him to the lead, and he actually quad doubled through that section. That's the first time we've seen it, at least in a while. I know we saw it early on, and then the
I
quad
think
in
Wyatt
the
Graham
corner.
was actually doing it in the LCQ. He was one of the
Yep.
few guys.
A lot of 250 races that we've seen. We're going to see these Bobby Big lines from these guys. Lots of quads all over the place and different lines that these guys can use. Colby Eaglin, though, looking good up front and going to try to kind of separate himself. We said it's hard to pick against Eaglin, Carter, and Carr. Well, Carter's back in 17th. And Seth Carr,
He's 13th, so he'll still probably get like second.
13th. So, yeah, those guys will work their way up. But getting yourself in the first is what they have to do in this championship if you want to gain any points to kind of claw back, is get in the first and hold on to that and hope that, yeah, they might come up to third, but at least they're going to be 25 seconds behind you when they get there.
Let's go back and find where Seth Carr is as he just lays new fastest lap of the race at a 57.023 in traffic.
Decent.
Down in P13. He's starting to get the ball rolling, and he's catching fastest qualifier Alec Horn next. What's it like to be in traffic early in a main event, you say? Well, let's see what Seth Carr's perspective is like from the onboard cam.
I can't wait to watch this main event POV on YouTube whenever he uploads it, just teaching me how to play the game one turn at a time.
I don't even think I could hit that quad once if
You're
you tried to if you gave me like an hour, I don't think I could just rip that corner over and over and get that quad. And I used to be like a beta tester for the tracks and be good at doing the big jumps like that to see if we needed to adjust them. But it's just insane. These guys are on a skill level that I've never even been close to. Seth Carr makes another pass there. Still runs a 57.6, making 2 passes that lap as we've been on board with him on off. I really thought they'd have a quad right here or an over something line, but now see him in the whoops. Gives it up to 4th gear, kind of lugs it. Gets through there, a little bit sketchy, but still on 2 wheels. Jump, missed that inside rut, but he's still going to probably throw down another heater.
Yeah, Carr's absolutely ripping. I see Chef and iMoto and chat going back and forth about the skins. Can anybody tell me if the artwork on Stevenson's gear or anybody else, I guess, if it's like done by someone that is related to them or anything along those lines? It'd be kind of interesting to get a backstory, but definitely cool to see all the St. Jude kits out here tonight. And Seth Carr is absolutely ripping, dude. 57.6 last time by.
Another one.
Just moved into the top 10, and he's all over Hayden Stevenson right now for P9.
Talking about all the Bobby Big lines. I'm about to load up and drive home and go try to hit them all myself on the laptop here in a little bit. I'll probably be up way too late tonight.
Tell me tomorrow how close you got to a 57 flat.
Shoot, I'll tell you right now. About 3 or 4 seconds off.
Just trying to see something with how unreal what you're seeing on the screen is. Even getting out of shape, able to turn it into a jump line and then get back to blitzing while Huckabuck up the inside. Seth Carr side by side makes the pass on Hayden Stevenson, and he's going to get himself into 9th place, moves into single digits. And,
can he still win this?
13 seconds and 13 minutes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to have to happen, but I mean, we are seeing the field tighten up just a little bit more around the 4 or 5.
Oh my God. How did he stay up?
That looked like a Matty B. He was boner aired. He was sitting down, probably sticky sit dab national. That was crazy.
Turley was down in the corner as well, so he shoots up to 8th, does Seth Carr.
Oh, here's a pile.
Padani and Walter Gebhardt down. They're both going to roll the finish line jump. Carr's jumping over top. Does he know? Oh, he has to check up on landing to not run into Johnny Padani. But Padani now right in front of him. Gebhardt, Wyatt Grant shoots up into 5th. Still eagling from Sullivan, Deering, Shirley out front. But all the action's going on back here. This is getting wild.
This is what we like to see right here. This could go down to anybody. We're only 7 minutes in, got 13 and a lap to go, and we may or may not have more technical difficulties, but there's no technical difficulties on course. I guess it's fine. I should probably stop talking. Kellen, what are you thinking?
Pull that out and charge it for like 5 minutes and put it back.
Pull that out. That's maybe what she said.
All right, so Padani we're watching. Still have Carr right on his hip pocket here, right behind him on the 6. Gebhardt just in front of him.
Padani just pulled over. He thought
I
Carr
think
was
so,
going to
yeah.
slam him.
Oh,
that
they
went
get
badly
together.
for both of them.
Wow.
And that was the one thing that we couldn't see out of Seth Carr being that far back. He had no buffer to have any more fall-offs or anything like that, so that might have done it for him.
Yeah, definitely not, I think, going to win the race at this point, but damage limitation, because if Eaglin's going to go out and win this race, he's going to move to 2nd in the championship and just clawing some points back against the number 6 of Seth Carr. Wilczek able to go by, as did Alec Horn. Someone going down in the background. Big lap down. That's Caleb Hall, I guess.
The lead's pretty tight.
Yeah,
Top
there you
3
go.
are within 4 seconds. My guy Ash Deering is digging. He's right there.
Yeah, look at that. 4.5 back off the lead. But Luke Sullivan, finally we're seeing the 11 ride to his potential. It's been a trying year for him. Still pretty good in points, but not really been in the mix for podiums very often. Now has a chance to go at Colby Eaglin for the race lead, and these two are familiar with each other, so this could be a good fight.
I'm not familiar with the history at all between these guys, but definitely a bit of an interesting top 3. I mean, we talked about all those guys that are hard to bet against, and then we got Sullivan and Ash Deering just throwing themselves right in the mix, and Wyatt Grant's ripping up in the 4 spot as well. I think he's made tons of moves to get up to try to fight for that podium with Giblets in the top 5. Shirley picked it up in 6th. Horn should be front flipping in 7th, and Carr, man, is struggling picking it up in 9th there.
Yeah, Carr's got to get the move on once again. Still a bad race going on for Braden Carter. 16th place for him after a dominating win at Detroit last week. But it is all eyes at the front. Eagland versus Sullivan. They're pulling away from Ash Deering just a little bit. Wyatt Grant still holding on in 4th. But these two are maybe kind of working together as they work through lap traffic. Maybe they can settle this battle amongst each other instead of letting other players into the mix without some late chaos.
I would like to think that these two have the speed advantage on Deering, but I've done enough motos with the guy to know he doesn't crash too much, although last week he ran up front for a long way and then had a couple of incidents at the end of the race. Some were his fault and some weren't, so I'm looking for him to, whenever these guys get in the lappers, when the track starts to get really gnarls Barkley, I'm looking for him to just kind of keep the pace. And when these guys start to have mistakes, maybe he'll pick up the pieces.
All right, I'm going to have A-Wood jump into the captain seat here for just a minute. I'll be right back.
A-Wood's the captain. Oh, my gosh.
I'm the
Jesus,
captain
take the
now.
Rentals.
I was just eating food too. All right.
Very professional.
Had to remember how to work my way through this thing. So let's see. We got a huge lead right now. Deering has lost touch a little bit, but
Sullivan lost two positions.
Wyatt Grant has Sullivan right on his rear after that big mistake by Sullivan. So gonna see if he can hold on to this here. These guys got a big gap though back to Shirley in fifth. That's our guy. Your pick for the win, but hey, I mean, still in touch. If these guys start falling, who knows how this road is going to break down the track tonight.
I feel like this road changes everything because you got to start changing lines. You got to start changing like how you ride. Like I always find I got to shift up more when it starts to get all choppy, so you're not getting the wheel spin and just getting sketched. But Wyatt Grant already showing Ash Deering a fender, yellow on orange here. Let's see if those two colors combine to make who the hell knows what, but
a yellow or orange.
Oh my Indonesia! He just Jet Lawrence Anaheim 2 2020'd himself to his death. Ash Deering is off the box, and we all love box around here. Dang it, Ash!
That's actually unreal. Seeing it from that point of view, right when the camera switch, you see him go down there. Deering falls back to fifth now, and so that's going to be Grant up to second here.
Oh man!
Ooh, and look at that. He's got Sullivan all over him.
This is all good for Colby. He's just inching away. These guys are all fighting for their lives like they're in downtown Portland, and Colby's just cruising, getting away.
Oh, man. So points as they run real quick for you guys watching at home. 40-point gap between Seth Carr and Colby Eagland. So Eagland's getting as much as he can possibly get done right now, but Carr's just trying to inch back and just maximize the damage limitation as much as possible on Wilczek. There's Wyatt Grant, Sullivan, Shirley, and Deering still inside the top five. Wilczek under attack, though. Seth Carr has closed up on the man who made it in through that last chance qualifier. Number 13 of Max Wilczek is having a great main event, but pretty inevitable that Seth Carr will get up there. Whoa, wait a minute.
I was just about to say Seth Carr is going to have to change his last name because he's going to be coming through like a freight train, not a car. But yeah, that wasn't ideal. His battery just died. He needs a new alternator.
And Alec Horn went down in the berm right after that. Whoa.
Oh my. This is uncharacteristic.
Here comes Carter. Here comes Carter. He flips off the triple just as he got to Seth Carr. Gebhardt went down. He's still getting hit from behind.
Oh my gosh, what a mess.
And there's a lot of riders down right there on that triple landing, so they're going to try to get it sorted out. 7.5 minutes plus a lap still to go in this race, and it feels like we've already been in it so long. It's been an absolute marathon. Wilczek almost through the front door right there in sixth. Almost into A-Wood's favorite pixie stick as well in the corner.
That was a bad turn of events, event of turns right there. That was not ideal.
Literally got cross-rutted, which is very hard to do in this game.
Cross-rut to front end lock combo.
It's just not ideal. Hey, battle for second starting to brew again. Sully is all over Wyatt Grant, and they're getting into some lap traffic here. So who's going to have the upper hand in this one, Matty B? These guys have been going at it for the last few laps.
See, I don't know much about Sullivan, so I feel like I'm having a little bit of a trouble predicting this, but I know Wyatt Grant is fast and loose, so we still got 7 minutes in a lap, and the track's only going to get gnarlier, so I feel like Grant's going to be kind of do or die in this one. He's going to be going for it hard, and he's either going to be running burners or crashing, and right now it's burners. He's gotten himself all the way up into the 2 spot after just deciding randomly on a whim, screw the 250, I'll just ride a 4 fatty and bark, no choice, but yeah, now he's got a little bit of room on Sullivan there, and Shirley's closing up on Sullivan. This could be a 3-way fight here in a minute.
Yeah, there's actually, I mean, they're all kind of pushing themselves up towards Eagland, too. That gap is like slowly coming down from where it was at about 8 seconds down to 5.6. Wonder if Eagland's getting blocked a little bit by lap traffic. Well, he's also taking some different lines, trying to get out of the ruts, huh?
That was cool. And that's, like, whenever E-Road first came around, I really didn't like it. I didn't think it was good for the racing or anything like that, but I'll be damned if they don't have it so dialed in now. Like, it actually makes it to where you have to change lines a little bit and cut down like that, try to avoid the kickers and the deeper ruts. Like, it just brings a whole new element to the racing, and it makes it way harder, but it also makes it more fun because there's more that goes into it, and you're not just locking into one line for 20 minutes.
I like it in the flat corners because it feels like difficult trying to hit that rut. Sometimes in the bowl corners, it turns into a now I can rail this fourth wide, and it'll just make it easier to say triple or quad into a section.
Yeah, but it's not that bad anymore like that.
Yeah, it's pretty good, but look you can just visibly see that staircase on the whoops that these guys are struggling with. So this is what they have to figure out, though. Colby Eaglin, the first one navigating through. Wyatt Grant right here,
Shirley
5 seconds back.
Third.
Shirley's in third now. Him and Sullivan have been battling back and forth.
Triple.
Luke Wolovan, my goat.
My goat.
He's been battling right there, so now they're just right on each other. They're losing touch a little bit with Wyatt Grant and Colby Eaglin, but Grant is closing up to first. But these guys are having a gnarlier battle for third.
I mean, the 23rd rider on the track right now absolutely is the racetrack itself. It is coming through.
It's the E-Road, man. E-Road's the 25th.
Oh, my God. Oh!
Double Indonesia combo. He bought a whole row of condos there, and he's good. Holy crap.
Good Lord, Luke Sullivan, what a save. But he comes through out of it unscathed by the end, loses one position to Shirley, but is still on two wheels, which is what the real storyline is right there. And now we're starting to see maybe why those gaps are tightening up a little bit. Eaglin is certainly trying to play it safe all around the racetrack, and these guys are still throwing caution to the wind, which could bite them late in this one.
And Carter has now passed
Carr. How did Carter get... Carter was just in like 17th, and I was ready to give up on him because Carr was sitting in like 9th.
I missed him.
And then now these guys are in 8th and 9th place here. I was fully ready to write Carter off. The problem is they're 30 seconds back of the lead, so they don't have a chance to get up that high. But I could see them maybe get into 6th place or something like that, 6 or 7. And 6, 7.
You guys think they're in a Discord together just barking like this, or do they get all serious and separate?
No,
I think they
are.
Quad, single, what? Do the whoops?
I mean, you watch Seth Carr's viewpoint.
Yeah, but I don't know
talking.
what anybody's voice sounds like.
I'm pretty sure one of them is Carter.
Braden Carter's voice could slap me upside the head, and I wouldn't know it was him. So.
If you ever heard his laugh, you would definitely know his laugh because it's quite something. Do you remember his laugh, Haywood?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude, it's unreal. But yeah, he's moving. I mean, Carr is not having the race that he really hoped he would. I'll tell you what else is happening right now is the lead is starting to tighten up again. Wyatt Grant is cooking. 2.3 seconds the gap now. Down under 2 actually as he comes across the start straight. 1.8. He is flying Wyatt Grant on this racetrack.
He's got to keep it together though, because a lot of the time I feel like this dude's like a jack in the box. You're just waiting for him to pop like he almost did right there. That was almost too much for the announcer's curse. I'm going to be quiet.
That was pretty crazy. every time I feel like that's something you got to get one good announcer's curse when you come into studio here. Wyatt Grant though does seem a little fast and loose on his Ashika machine, but he's definitely got some speed. I think he's starting to get kind of settled in here though. Hits that right and blows it. Is that it? Over the top, and he goes into the lead on the triple. Throws a giant whip just like his dad would.
Axel Hodges just hit up Wyatt Grant and asked him how to whip. Holy crap.
Said, I got it from my daddy.
Maroney just hit up Wyatt Grant and said, I've never whipped in my life. How do I do that? He's going to be so pissed.
Wyatt Grant seems to have the whoops figured out too as Eaglin makes another mistake in them, and it's out to 1.5 seconds the other direction. Next lap by, Wyatt Grant leads here in St. Louis with 2 minutes on the clock plus a lap, looking for his first career 450 main event win. Only 2 months after he got his first 250 main event win. What a turnaround this could be, choosing to go to the 450 class full time and might turn out to pay huge dividends here with his first career win.
High risk, high reward. Do you think his 450 win bonuses are more? They gotta be.
I mean, I know that this new team seems to have really taken it by storm. They're picking up riders out of nowhere, and I wonder how that's working out. Oh my gosh, the whips are unreal right now from Wyatt Grant. Doing this in traffic as well as he's trying to weave through the lappers is insane. Doesn't seem to care about that one bit. He's absolutely ripping.
Dude, he's so Josh Grant's kid.
Yeah, he's got to be feeling good too. Almost gets huckabucked over the front.
He almost just hit Tiger Woods doing a DUI test. Oh my gosh. Poor Tiger's caught so many strays.
I turn now. Good luck, everybody else. Wyatt Grant, though, absolutely just trying to pull away. I think he really likes that finish line jump. I hope it just doesn't come to bite him by over whipping, but when you're laying into that rut, what's up, my dude? Spencer Turkey back there. But he's able to lay it into that rut and just throw the sickest whip off that finish line. Wyatt Grant looking like he's on rails right now. Eaglin, though, only 2.5 seconds back. He's the only one on the field that can really touch him. Third place, Luke Sullivan is 15 seconds back. Still in the battle to the death with Seth Shirley. Well, look at Wyatt.
2 to go.
Unreal.
Oh my gosh.
2 to go, and he doesn't care. He's going for best whip. This is great.
2.8 seconds still the gap. The only person still in the same zip code is Colby Eaglin, and Wyatt Grant pretty much has himself to blame if he throws it away from here. Clean through the whoops again. He's got that quad line pretty well figured out, and he's hitting all the lines pretty well as well. He's lapping up into the top 10. Next up would be 10th place. Jacob Hubbard just in front of him going the other way, but he's got a decent amount of clean racetrack in front of him. This could play out quite well for him.
He's totally locked in, but like I always say, way better locked in than locked up every time. And this would be a pretty big upset. Like, we were talking all these names. I even threw out the upset of Shirley, and don't call me Shirley, dude. Wyatt Grant's going to just stomp them all.
It's crazy. Yeah, Shirley was a good pick, though. 3rd place right now. Carr and Braden Carter having some adversity back there in 7th and 8th place.
Oh! High centers
Whoa.
it right before the white flag. Where? Where is
Oh,
Eaglin?
he gets hit from behind.
No!
He gets hit from behind.
Oh, my
and
gosh.
Eaglin's going to jump over and take the lead on the final lap of the race.
Oh, he did it to himself, but that is a bummer.
Wyatt Grant.
No way.
I mean, he didn't get hit from behind by a lapper, though.
Oh, no.
Horrible, because he was going to get up, probably roll the finish, and still be just ahead of Colby Eaglin there. And now he's on the ground 6 seconds back.
You guys called it, though. The whipping of the finish and the triple before it was too much. He just had to straight air them, and he would have been fine.
Honestly, though, Josh Grant's his dad. If he wasn't going upside down every triple, he's probably going to get grounded. Like, it's got to be in your family contract.
I think it is. I think you get your PC taken away if you're not throwing it completely upside down.
The Josh Grant commandments, thou shalt throw fat whips and fat dips. No choice.
Well, how about this? How about this instead for Colby Eaglin? He's inching back into 2nd place now in the championship, and it's going to be his 2nd win of the season. Colby Eaglin takes St. Louis back on top for the number 1.
Man.
Battle for 2nd is still on, by the way. Wyatt Grant's trying to hold off Seth Shirley. Lappers in play. Same corner that took him out a lap ago. He's going to get that inside
Coming down
run
to cuts.
and get 2nd, but he will lose it on cuts. Seth Shirley takes over P2. Actually, Wyatt Grant gets knocked off the podium as Luke Sullivan takes over P3
Man.
on penalties. And Grant goes from winning it to 4th by the end of it. Unbelievable turn of events.
I feel a little better about my Shirley pick with him getting 2nd now, but wow. What a... as much as I want to say what a ride from Eaglin, I mean, that was pretty sick from Wyatt Grant. Like, he made that way more fun to watch than watching Eaglin just click off those surgical laps at the front. Grant was fast and loose, and that's always fun to watch.
Unreal.
Normally how Eaglin wins is just being surgical and just kind of putting in lap after lap, staying clean while everybody else gets messed up. And he was the one kind of doing that, still able to stay up in the top 5 pretty much the whole race, but was able to slowly claw it back. And yeah, what a crazy end. No choice.
No choice.
No choice but to scream.
A-Wood's mic is dead. Testing 1, 2. A-Wood has no voice. Over.
Over.
Wow. What a crazy,
That
crazy
Family Guy
ending to
over
that
thing.
race.
But this is what? Over.
Colby Eaglin gets the win.
That was a great night of racing.
Unbelievable.
How
Unbelievable.
old is Wyatt Grant? You think he's got a freaking
I think he's
grizzly
like
wintergreen?
He's probably 14 or 15. I think kids probably dip by
He's
that
probably,
age.
yeah. His dad's for sure just here, son, you earned it.
Yeah, I mean, it
Do you
depends.
believe aliens are real too?
It depends on if dad's like, do as I say, not as I do, or here, son, here's a long cut. Or some long cut. Me saying a long cut probably just showed everybody that I don't dip.
Yeah, it's okay.
If you're in his camp tonight, what are you saying?
You were fun to watch.
I mean, you did it for 95% of the race.
You ran a 115 on the last lap. You blew it.
Yeah, almost 20 seconds down on the last lap. You gotta finish those, and it's gonna come. I mean, he's got the speed, and he looks sick while he's doing it. So don't change anything. Don't be a robot. Tighten up that stability. Just keep going out there throwing whips, and maybe a little bit smaller ones when there's a tricky jump. Triple into a rut or whatever, but it's all right.
I mean, bro, his stability is like -6 or 7. There's no way it's any higher than that. I'm like 30 doing that. How funny is that? I don't even know what this means.
Yeah, I don't get it either,
Nobody
but dude,
does.
it's everywhere.
Yeah,
I saw
nobody does. Yeah.
I saw like a women's basketball game where they scored 67 points and the whole crowd was going crazy, and I'm just like,
It's just funny. I'm full unk mode saying that now. Like kids that I train that ride like 65s are trying to tell me what it is. I'm like, you guys don't know nothing.
Just crazy. Bigger surprise tonight, though, the way that 450 main ended, or that Cash Woods is walking out of here as a champion already after 12 rounds.
Cash Woods Championship. We didn't even know. We weren't even prepared for it to happen because it seemed like such a far cry. But I mean, then you think about he was like 38 points up like a couple rounds ago or whatever, and we're like, that's insane. It's gone. So I guess it's just it means that we're closer to the end of the series though than we thought, and that makes me sad.
See, I don't think that's as surprising as we're making it out to be. I think that's kind of on us for being surprised about that because he's been gone forever. I mean, he literally only had to put 5 points on Squiddy, so I feel like we might have just been sleeping at the wheel there and didn't know the point situation because he's been checked out for a while.
Yeah, I mean, crazy night all around for sure, and Cash Woods gets to hold the trophy at the end of the night as the champ. Obviously, 250 East tightens up as well. Tanner Rogers gets the win, but Jake Spieth closes up now on Tharp, so that's going to be fun to watch their final 5 or so races. 4 races they still have left to go in their championship, but man, 450 race, Wyatt Grant's going to be kicking himself for a long time over that one. No question about it.
He might as well start riding a Suzuki. He's going to be kicking himself for so long.
Oh, man. But what a fun and fantastic night of racing that we got to cover here. It's awesome to have Matty B back in the studio. Be sure to check out all of his content. Matt Perkeen on YouTube. Two-stroke Natties coming at us this weekend. We got some
Can't wait.
Test track footage today at Elsinore, and Barsha putting the laps down as well. So everybody check him out. I mean, if you're watching, you probably know who Matt Perkeen is. If you don't, you probably aren't paying enough attention because you would have watched him race on this stream exactly 8 years ago. And now he's out there crushing it IRL with all the real life footage and will surpass us on YouTube in no time whatsoever.
I don't know. I see a pretty shiny looking plaque that's still a little ways away from me.
Yeah, but you'll get there.
We're digging.
You'll get there.
We have no choice.
Definitely making more money than me.
I don't know. Coming out here is pretty expensive. Have you seen the? I mean, I do have something to drive, thankfully, due to the ASB boys. But I mean, you've seen gas. Thankfully, I'm not in a diesel.
Tough, yeah.
But this is brutal out here. I don't know how you guys are doing it.
It's not easy, but
Were you ripping like a Ranger around back in the day?
Here?
East Coast? No, back east.
No, I had this little small. It's called a Ford Explorer Sport Track. I'm telling you, my bike would barely, like by maybe an inch or two, my bike would fit in the bed of it because the bed was so small. But I did like a whole 2014 when I was a rookie, when I was 18, I did a series in the 250 class like that. And then I did my first 2-stroke national series like that. And then when I did all 11 nationals, I had a Dodge Dakota. And that's what I took from East Coast all the way out here, Hangtown.
That was the one.
That one is in the driveway. And it's a hurt unit right now. The transmission might as well be laying in the driveway beside the truck. The thing knocks harder than a Kawasaki off the showroom floor. Just kidding, Cowie.
Quick shout out to Lays19 in chat for subbing up at Tier 1 on Twitch. Also, Wyatt Grant just joined us, said, let's go, last lap. What was he thinking?
You know what, Wyatt? You're the man, honestly. I mean, you were kind of a sitting duck for that lapper to endo you, but you're a shredder.
It does make me mad that it came down to a lapper hitting him because if it was just his own mistake...
Well, it kind of was, though. Like,
but...
are we really blaming the lapper? Because Wyatt was sitting on the finish line. Like,
yeah,
that lapper probably didn't even know. Lapper, I don't think that I think that lapper was just the wrong place, wrong time, because Wyatt was just sitting there, like, right in the main line. I'm not saying that... Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily all on the lapper, because Wyatt did that cross rut. He was like, that all was due to his own mistake.
Sure. Real quick, we're going to go ahead and show off our standings heading out of this one into round number 13 next week. Seth Carr, 42-point lead, gets up into 7th late in the race, claws a few points back over Eaglin, who obviously picked up the win. Carter drops to 3rd in the standings, 44 back. Shirley back in action this week, 80 back with Sully, now 102 down. Of course, 250 West, 65-point lead for Cash Woods. After 8 of 10 rounds, that means he has clinched this championship 2 rounds early and can hang out. We'll see him race some 450s, obviously, when series goes back to the East action. Then Denver and Salt Lake still for him to do to wrap up this West series. And then the East series, 1 point in it. Tharp still holds the red plate, but just by a nose over Jake Spieth, who is now firmly established himself in the mix of this title fight. 2-horse race, it seems like, into the second half of, half of 250 East, but I would say Spieth is definitely in it.
This is going to be good, honestly. Do rock, paper, scissors. Rock, Tharp wins. Paper, Spieth wins. Scissors, Tharp protests the 450 rider. I'm just giving you crap, Tharp, man. Shirley's my guy. I'm just giving you a hard time.
And honestly, I mean, that last lap mistake by Spieth to throw away the win, he would have been leading this thing with the red plate with a couple rounds to go. So, bummer. But, I mean, 1 point difference, pretty much tied the way the points work. So, and Tharp feels like he's been on a downward trajectory and kind of making so many mistakes the last couple weeks. So, Jake Spieth is kind of my favorite from here on out. Tharp's going to have to turn it around next week, but he's normally pretty good at that. So, we'll see if he comes out and dominates next week.
Got one more question in chat for Matty B. DeChuck wants to know, does Matt mix his gas 32-1?
100%.
All day,
classic,
baby.
32 to fun.
32 to fun. I love to hear it. Well, it's awesome to have Matty B back in the studio with us. I think we're going to try to make something happen fun for Paula.
Worst case, I'll be here to commentate for Paula, but best case, we have a revolutionary stream idea for round 1 of outdoors. So stay tuned.
I think it could be a lot of fun and bring the action for you guys to watch. Wood, glad to have you back as well. It sounds like some good news in your personal life as well. So stoked for you, buddy.
Yeah, hopefully. I'll let you know after tomorrow.
You got approved for the penis enlargement surgery?
yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
I'm going to start to look like this microphone.
Congratulations.
And forever you will have this clipped.
I got a better one last week, but I do like the doubled up one because I was just doing 2 hands on it last week.
Can you take out the background of him doing that, and next time he's on stream, use that as his picture, him holding those like that?
Yeah, please. We'll have it as our alert overlay, so when people donate, it's just Awood doing this on the stream.
I'll do a real one.
A
real good one.
Gosh.
Awood's on SMX Come. We just got word that he's on SMX Come.
Yo, no way.
So congratulations,
I gotta see it
Awood.
because I missed him doing it live.
The commentary was good. I listened to it earlier. We love when we make it on there, and it's always a good time just being silly here with the boys. So shout out everyone.
Shout out to SMX Come. He's the man.
Yep.
He is the man.
Our guy Aaron over there. So, hey, late shout out to KP228, 7 Up with Prime over on Twitch. Thank you so much for the support. That is going to be a wrap for us here tonight. Round 12 from St. Louis. Thanks, Matty B. Thank you, Andrew Wood. Thanks as well to Luke Scheffler, Lane Burks, Carl Novak, Evan Holt, Tyler Lang, Caleb Hall, Jeremy Cohenauer, everybody that makes it possible for us to do this every single week. Race Factory Gaming, of course. Josh Greco. Always coming through in the clutch as well.
I love Greco. I'm not even trying to hate. I just wanted to think of a random name, and that was the one I thought of.
Yeah. We also missed Logan Leitzel this week. Hope he's healing up.
He's not banned?
I don't think so.
That's good.
He was racing a little bit. So, but yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week for round 13. Same time, same place.
That was a lot.